We should definitely go live. Oh my god, let's see here. And we're live. Yay.
Yeah. Are we able to be on YouTube then?
Yep. Oh my god, let's see
Right
here.
on.
And we're live. Yay. Yeah, it's always nice when we
Yeah.
can actually
Are we able
broadcast on YouTube.
to
Alright, cool. Double checked our voices are coming through. I make that a point to check now. Like it's like I always take a look and be like, did everything work right? Can people hear what we're saying? Because I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, can all the people out there that aren't listening, can they hear us?
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't want to disappoint our legion of no fans. Oh
Damn.
man.
I forgot the that 5-ish thing that I'd sent. Had I sent that before or no?
I think you've brought it up. You've definitely brought it up before that. I don't think I've seen that set of clips before.
Yeah, I had just come across the one where like Nick Mullen and the Cumtown guys were fucking riffing on it. So that was definitely new.
I mean,
but I thought I'd posted it before.
It's insane how incredibly like you would think that would be something that the Jews would be furious about, but they fucking made it.
They did it. They fucking did it. Yeah, for anybody that isn't familiar, I'll just try to do this real quick. But basically, there was this children's show that was actually made by like an Orthodox Jew production company. It was a children's show, and like the mascot or whatever was like an animated $5 bill.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it literally, and I think they mentioned
it's
it.
It's a guy in a $5 bill suit. Is the footage I saw, and it was it was really bizarre.
Yeah. Like if you heard that, you would say, all right, if you're gonna guess who made that, you would think it was like somebody from like the Daily Stormer, you know what I mean, like some anti-Semitic fucking group. But it was fucking Orthodox Jews did it themselves, dude. It's fucking insane.
That is, yeah.
If you get all the way like towards the end of that clip, Nick Mullen, because he's actually on with like one of the guy Adam that's always on the show with him is a Jewish dude, and they had another Jewish guy on there too, and he's like at some point he's like, it really sucks that I can't get too excited about this. He's like, this wasn't my fault. I didn't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he still can't be like fucking, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever, because it would seem kind of anti-Semitic somehow, even though again they fucking did it.
Yeah, it was made by a bunch of Jews.
Yeah,
that is fucking hilarious. I mean, some of the Christian shows that are out there are fascinating too. I'm sure. Like, there's that Bible Man one where he's like a superhero.
Yeah. Oh man.
Or no, it's a Cross Man.
Yeah. Although I don't even know if even those are like blatantly so stereotypical. You know what I mean? Like they're just like overly fucking religious or whatever, I guess. But
true. You know what? That is a fair point. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just
it's not like molesting kids is one of the superpowers that Bible Man has. You know what I mean? Like,
but it seems to be a superpower shared by all of the priests somehow. I don't understand how that works.
This is true, man.
Good lord.
But anyway, I don't know, dude. Listen to them riff on it is fucking hilarious because the Adam, the Jew.
Oh yeah, they were tearing it apart. That was very entertaining.
Yeah, he's like, nobody should know about this. Like the Jewish dude was like, nobody should know about this, dude. We should never talk about this again.
Yeah, we have to hide this. Did you see? Speaking of just tasteless things, did you see that Mike Tyson has a cannabis company, a cannabis brand that came out with an ear-shaped gummy?
Wow.
And it even has like a little chunk missing out of it, like it looks like Evander Holyfield's ear post bite.
That's fucking brilliant, dude.
It's hilarious because it's one of those things where you're like why in God's name would you think this is acceptable?
Yeah, that is pretty fucking bizarre. God
Yeah,
damn.
it's amazing. It's such a beautiful thing. You're like, Mike Tyson, you mad genius. You know, like, oh man.
Oh fuck.
Of course, you know there's
Yeah.
gonna
Well, if you
be,
ever watch,
oh, what have I watched?
okay, if you ever watch the Mike Tyson Mysteries, like it's actually a pretty decent show. Although, well, it's mostly Norm Macdonald, though. To be honest, like if Norm Macdonald wasn't on there, that show kind of fucking sucked. But he's all right. Like he's decent as a fucking like an actor and shit, or entertaining. I don't know if he's not actually a good actor or a fucking even voice actor.
Yeah,
But he's pretty entertaining in how bad he is.
Oh wait, are you talking about the one where it's Mike Tyson and a bird and they all solve mysteries?
Yeah, Mike Tyson Mysteries. It's on.
Yeah. I've seen a couple episodes of that. I watched a few episodes and I've seen a bunch of clips of like just like the really funny moments because like I mean it's an alright show.
Yeah, it's again without Norm Macdonald, that show fucking sucks. But he actually manages to make it pretty fucking good because it's fucking Norm Macdonald. May he rest in peace.
Oh yeah. May he rest in peace. Yeah, his character of the bird is one of the funnier characters in the show. Like it's definitely like without that bird, you really don't genuinely you just don't got a lot for that show without the bird.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
Indeed. Yeah, he definitely makes that. Plus, again, Mike Tyson's shitty acting is definitely in the so bad it's good character category, in my opinion. There may be those of you that disagree with that. But...
Oh, I don't know, man. I didn't much care for it. Like, I watched a few episodes. They were funny. There's, like, funny moments. But, like, I don't know, man. The story just didn't kind of hold me very well. But, like, all of the Norm Macdonald parts are fucking great. I just, like, the rest of it I could give a shit about. Like...
Yeah. If you just watch the clips of the Norm Macdonald shit, that's pretty much...
Exactly.
That would be more worth your while, more worth your time than sitting through. There's not many episodes that are really great.
Exactly. Like the stories are subpar. Whoever wrote it didn't really do a good job. I can only assume that Norm Macdonald, like 90% of Norm Macdonald's lines are just lines he wrote.
Yeah, or just ad-libbed, I'm sure. A lot of them. Yeah, I think it's deliberately bad. I think they went the ironical route. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, make the storyline fucking ridiculous, like Leprechaun fucking popping out of people. Yeah. Although the one, I think the only one I'm thinking of that was really good was the one where the psychiatrist got killed, like by one of his fucking patients, and it's fucking like they're in the house, like his office was in the house. The widow, his dead guy's wife, is like in the kitchen. And they send fucking Pigeon in to check out stuff in the study, and he's finding the pigeon.
She fucks the pigeon, right? Like he fucks her.
I don't think so. Maybe, but no. He goes in and he's like fucking screaming out the shit that he's finding in the drawers. Like, oh my god, is that his liver? Like the fucking widow can hear everything he's fucking saying. I don't know.
Dude, that's fucked up. Is that his fucking liver? Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. It's fucking, again, totally disturbing, but fucking hilarious at the same time. If it wasn't a cartoon, it's one of those things where you can get away with shit.
You wouldn't get away with it if it wasn't a cartoon, for sure. That is definitely one of those things. Yeah. I mean, that's like kind of the whole theme behind South Park, right? It's just like, it's absolutely horrific, but it's hilarious because cartoon, so it works.
Yeah. I would almost, I assume somebody's done this, but like doing a live action recreation of some of the shit that would only normally work as, because it's animated.
Yeah.
If anybody's ever done that, dude, somebody probably has, right?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I mean, like, genuinely, I don't know if that show had a big enough reach to have like that kind of following, because it usually takes like a lot of people following your show.
What, South Park?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Mike Tyson's thing. Sorry, I thought Mike.
No. I was talking about South Park. Like if you were actually take some of the shit that they've done.
Oh, and do it live action. Then I'm sure somebody's done it somewhere.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were still talking about that.
Yeah. My apologies. I definitely was not clear on what I was talking about there. Anyways, if not,
that was dumb on my part. I'm like, well, of course South Park has. Yeah, I'd be shocked if there wasn't at least like 6 YouTube channels like devoted to South Park skits being made with real life people or some nonsense.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see. If not, I would strongly think about doing it and then absolutely never actually do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, this guy is fucking aimbot. Christ. Yay. Let's see. What else did we... I found a bunch of weird shit going on. They're thinking about releasing Jesse Smollett. Like, all the...
They already did. Dude.
Oh, they actually did? So they just let him go altogether? I thought they were still considering it.
Well,
they haven't decided yet.
Well, he's essentially out on bail pending his appeal. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't, like, dismiss the charges or anything.
Yeah.
But what's encouraging about that is apparently a lot of times in a situation like that where you're blatantly fucking guilty and you're doing an appeal, they'll give you a shittier sentence for being such a fucking asshole for appealing something you obviously did.
So he might actually just have to go back.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It is still Chicago, you know what I mean? Or the fucking, a very liberal fucking shithole.
Yeah, my opinion on that one is like, basically he threw a temper tantrum, so they're just letting him out of jail? Like, how the fuck does that work?
Yeah. Well, no, he had to post bail.
He's not eating. What do we do? He's not eating. Then fucking let him starve. It's a choice. He wants to make that choice. Let him fucking starve to death.
Fuck him, dude. Make the world a better place, dude.
He cost the taxpayers thousands upon thousands of dollars, did irreparable damage to like the fucking political landscape in general. It's just like, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, definitely not, dude. But yeah, it's basically, I guess the argument they made, which I guess is probably accurate, but basically they're saying like the appeal is going to take longer than 5 months, which is however many days, 150 days or whatever they were supposed to spend in jail. So they should let him out on bail, because it would take longer than what his jail sentence was to get the appeal done. So anyways, like I said, they can either, I can't see him winning it unless, again, that fucking judge is just like, fuck it. I'm just going to do this because, black people can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a possibility.
Well, the problem is he hasn't even, admitted that he did anything wrong. He's still holding solid to the lie. Despite the fact that there's literally zero fucking evidence to support it at this point. He's just like, oh, no, I'm the innocent little victim. And it's like, nah, dude, you're a fucking piece of shit who cost thousands of dollars to, like, the taxpayers and fucking almost probably could have potentially put somebody in jail who was completely innocent. It's like, if anything, 150 days was too little. Like, I feel like you needed more time. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, are you still there? Did you disappear, sir? Oh, no, team, no. You're pushing too far forward, you guys. It's stupid. Yay.
That fucking app, dude.
Oh, you're,
Yeah, and it's shit. I don't know how I keep forgetting that happens. Because it happens every fucking, like, it's 15, 20 minutes tops before that app will close out anything else that's going on. I don't have any other app that fucking operates like that.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be...
And what not remotely essential, and it could wait till later, so I'll fucking knock that shit off for now.
Yeah, really.
My apologies. I forgot what the fuck I was saying, so.
You were commiserating that anybody who's not here that's supposed to be here smells like a donkey, like Satan.
Oh, okay, yeah, that checks out. Yeah. But yeah, like the judge was even like, you know, like talking shit about Smollett, and then fucking, but still letting him, you know, you can travel wherever you want for work because you're an actor or whatever. You know, you don't have to stay like every other fucking felon, you know, that has to stay within city limits or whatever the fuck they're, you know, whatever jurisdiction. But you can go wherever you want. Check in by phone.
Fun times. Yeah, I wonder if they'll try to give him like house arrest or some bullshit like half-assed like crime, oh, we'll just make you stay in your luxury apartment.
But yeah, with how blatant he was, you know, how much the city's resources they fucking wasted on this fucking nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that he still refuses to fucking admit his guilt or, you know, show any kind of fucking remorse.
There's zero remorse and zero guilt shown, and that's my problem. Like, if he was willing to be like, all right, you know what I did was wrong, I should not have done that, and I'm sorry, and you know, I've learned my lesson. I will never like engage in this behavior again.
Yeah, if he showed contrition, I would have been okay with just, you know, maybe like 30 days in jail and fucking, you know, a long fucking probation period or whatever. But yeah, the fact that he fucking his little tirade about how he wasn't suicidal and fucking, I did not do this. Like, dude, everyone knows you did this.
Yeah. If you would just accept the guilt, that's really the key for me personally to like saying, all right, like we're not gonna like, you know, put you in.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, you fucking suck, dude. But yeah, I couldn't believe that, man. I mean, well, again, honestly, it's surprising that he got, because nobody really thought he would get any jail time, right? I mean, everybody was saying like he's going to get fucking slap on the wrist, so it was pretty surprising. Although I'm wondering if that was calculated. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Judge, you give him the jail time. He'll be in there for like 3 days, 4 days maybe. He'll get out on appeal, and then the appeal judge will give him the slap on the wrist after everybody's mostly forgotten about it. You know what I mean? Like, that could almost be calculated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would not be surprising at all.
It would definitely no. It would definitely be not surprising. It's sort of like the what do you call it? The I'm trying to think of it. The January 6th trials. Like it's obvious that they were never going to get very many, if any, convictions, but they've destroyed so many people's lives because they want to make sure that you're terrified to go out and protest if you're a Republican. They want to make sure that you don't think you're allowed to protest, and that you know that you're just not allowed to go out in public. You're not allowed to express what you want and be a conservative.
Yeah, and didn't they
be dissatisfied with any of their horse shit nonsense?
Yeah. Didn't they hold a lot of them like without even the option of bail?
They also mysteriously lost some people in the system. Like, we don't know where they went. It's a mystery. It's like, oh, you guys go fuck yourselves. Come on now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So people would just be like mysteriously lost for weeks at a time, and now they're saying like, in one particular case, they're looking at a guy. They've got nothing on him really. He might have hit a cop with like a plastic pipe or something, like a PVC pipe that was on a sign. Probably not even intentionally, because the cops were just going in there and like fucking like they shot somebody for no reason.
Yeah.
So of course you get all the violence from the police just brutalizing these random protesters. But they're saying like, well, we should get to do a retrial because oops. Not even like there's not even a reason for it.
Wow. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, usually if the prosecution fucks up, they don't generally get a second chance. Double jeopardy and such.
Yeah, no, it's generally not a second chance sort of like thing.
Yeah, unless it's a mistrial, like either with or without prejudice. I forget what the prejudice thing means, but one of them they just done. I think without prejudice means you can retry them, right? And then with prejudice means you can't.
Honestly, with prejudice, with prejudice means you're not allowed to try it again.
Yeah,
and then without means you have to like give them. You have to give them a chance to try it again. Yeah, essentially, they can just keep trying. So essentially, what they're trying to establish is they want court precedent set that they can basically just try as many times as they want to put somebody in jail. Because they have failed in every aspect of respecting this person's rights. They've disrespected multiple rights constitutionally.
Yeah.
Like the whole speedy trial thing. Like they just that shit just doesn't even fucking matter. It's and even the way that they're doing it essentially is completely just saying, oh, if you're what do you call it? Damn it! Double jeopardy. They're basically just trying to allow double jeopardy because like they've already failed to establish it, and this isn't even like a case of where it's like, well, the Constitution suggests it, but we like to interpret it differently. There are actually laws on the books where they're doing the trial, like in that district, that very specifically state if you do not do the trial within 6 months, you are no longer allowed to try this person. They're done. Like they're free to go. You're done. Like it's all over. And so it's one of those things where it's like, well,
it's
then how the fuck is this?
But you're right. Even if all those people get, end up getting, let off, which they almost certainly will, it's still a major deterrent from anyone else doing it because you're still
they're still going to have to spend all that money and lose all that money just like randomly through the whole thing, and then they're going to take all that time. A lot of these people have probably lost their job and going to have to find a new job now. Just a ton of different things that are just really, really fucked up for the victims of this. And all they did was protest. They literally just exercised their right to protest. That's it. Like, it's not...
It looks pretty open.
What's going on with the whole truckers thing? I wish fucking
it's still going. It's still going as far as I know. But it is what it is. Like they're taking their money. They're still like they're not able to put them in jail. I think at this point, but they've basically made them destitute. So I mean, it's not a whole lot different than.
So do they still need to have the vaccination cards or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. I assume that's just not going to change. Like that, I don't think that's likely to change anytime soon. They've doubled and tripled down, and there's no way they're not going to just continue to basically just disregard human rights entirely. It's essentially what's going on. I mean, it's I mean, I think that's a
politicians
right?
used to. You remember when politicians used to actually kind of bend to the will of the people when it's so?
I don't think we're dealing with politicians anymore. I think we're genuinely dealing with the New World Order type thing. Like there's ties between all the people that are involved in all this tyranny and that group of people, the Bilderberg group. Essentially, they're all being controlled, through that group, or similar different arms of the same group. I think until we start killing people, like there's not going to be a difference, unfortunately. I think it's going to come down to blood in the streets, and it's going to take a lot of it because you're going to have to well-entrenched people. The problem is there's very few of them, so I don't think this is going to work out well in the end for them.
Right.
Provided we do something about it soon. I think if we don't do something within the next couple of years, like it's just going to be people are going to be too indoctrinated to understand, because like you're already dealing with people that are willing to believe just absolute nonsense when the truth is directly in front of their fucking face.
Yeah,
and that's a really dangerous place to be. And I'm not encouraging anyone to go out and shoot anyone. Don't fucking take this as a call to violence or a call to action. I'm just saying,
it's going to get to the point where they're going to have like not just bodyguards, but like small fucking armies like protecting them, because they're going to have to. You know what I mean? Like they're going to have a huge fucking contingent protecting them, because again, I wish there was something I could think of other than the violence and the fucking death of these people, but I don't know what you can do when they're not bothering to fucking consider what public opinion is.
They're too narcissistic. They're too narcissistic. They think they know better than everybody, and it doesn't matter what anyone says. They're not going to change their mind because they're narcissistic sociopaths.
Mm-hmm.
They have this god complex of thinking that they know better than everyone else on the planet because magic. Like, there's no real reason any of them should be in charge. None of them have earned the right.
Yeah.
The only way they've done it is by rigging a system and then buying out the system that they rigged. It's like...
Yeah. Trudeau's an interesting one. Like, where did he get that attitude? He has done nothing. He was a fucking, substitute drama teacher? Like, that was his biggest accomplishment?
That's how you know somebody works for that group. They're like an actor. They're not a real fucking person.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking obvious, isn't it? He definitely loved, more than even George W., because George W. used to love to play dress up, his fucking cowboy self or whatever. But goddamn, Trudeau really loves that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what is it? You look at that dumb cunt from Washington. What's her name? She just got in.
Way more specific.
Yeah, I know, really. The one who's just like Fruit Loops and wrote the fucking 17 or the 3-page Green New Deal or whatever.
Oh, AOC.
Cortez. Yeah, that one. She was clearly hired because she was an actress. She's not a real politician.
Yeah, that's. I
doubt she even cares what they're talking about or understands half of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's exceptionally stupid. And just, well, that's been proven. I mean, they didn't even deny that. I mean, they kind of try to hide it now, I guess. But, you have the guy saying, we basically did a Craigslist ad for a fucking somebody to run as a fucking House of Representatives.
Yep.
Basically, she got the acting role. She got the role.
Yeah, the problem is there should never be a situation in which a group of people can pull together and simply buy a position of power like that.
Yeah,
like that's clearly exposed an extremely large hole in our system that needs to be addressed. Like that should have been a like, oh, maybe we need to like make some new laws or amend the Constitution because this is a special interest group literally buying a person onto the like the Senate or the House of Representatives. And obviously this has been happening like for years and years and years. But that one was so blatant obvious that you can't really ignore it at that point. Like you have to be like, no.
Yeah,
like,
they
we're fucking done, and we're gonna shoot this bitch in the head, and all her fucking friends are going to get hung. And we're gonna make damn sure that everybody knows, like, you don't get to just buy the government off. Like, but then again, we don't have it. Like, I think, you know what? Vote me for dictator. I will fucking let the blood will run like rivers down the fucking streets, and I guarantee life will be better inside of a month for everyone that's still alive. Allegedly in Minecraft.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there wouldn't have to be a whole lot of them, dude. But if you get a few fucking those Bilderberg types.
Oh no!
Out.
See, if you put me in a dictator position, I'm a big fan of.
You have to have the fucking.
You know, like Saddam Hussein would just eliminate the entire family of his opponents, like all of the family. Like I'm a big believer in that. I would absolutely 100% do that. Like if I were in that position, I would be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna eliminate my opponents. And then I'm just going to take every single person who ever fucking friends or hung out with this guy. If you asked him the time in a fucking convenience store, you're done. Yeah,
if you have any claim to any blood feud for killing the original guy, you got to go too. There was a fucking one of the Conan the Barbarian, sorry. Story where this priest guy kind of did that with magic. He basically took two dudes out from these Hillman people, and then he had like a fucking spell that he cast that killed any of his relations, any of his relatives, just fucking burst into flame.
Oh Jesus! That's a useful spell, man. Like you don't want like that 3-year-old that I was actually watching an anime recently. And in the anime, there's like this war going on, and the main character's like an officer in the military, and they were dealing with some rebels that were trying to like foment revolution in an area that they just recently conquered. Like a bunch of countries attack this country, and then they fight back and start whooping ass, essentially. Right. So they take over a bunch of extra territory because they're like, you know what, we're gonna keep fucking going now. Like y'all started this shit. Now you're gonna have to wait till we finish it. And so of course, after they've taken over the area, like a bunch of rebels get in there and start trying to like have a revolution. And they announce beforehand, they're like, anybody in the city after midnight tonight, your life is forfeit as a rebel. If you leave now, you're fine. We won't shoot anybody leaving. You're welcome to just go. And so, there's like, women and children and stuff that stayed behind because, there's always going to be that. And like one of her soldiers is having like a fit of conscience. Like, do I shoot this person? Do I not? Oh my God, there's kids there. What do I do? And she's like, look, you don't get to make that call. You follow orders. I'm giving you this order. And every one of those children can grow up to be somebody who will put a bullet in you tomorrow. So, yeah, it's horrible. It's awful. We should find this morally reprehensible. But sometimes you just have to fucking do like these horrible, awful, brutal things if you're wanting to keep your own people safe. At the end of the day, you gotta decide them or you. And if it just because they're like a adorable doesn't mean that you let them kill you.
Yeah. They could easily end up slitting your fucking throat in 10 years.
100%. And really, the United States is like an experiment. Like we've had a 250-year run of being the only nation that's ever existed that wasn't like a brutal dictatorship. So, we have to decide if is he willing to bleed and fight for that, like really put in a fight, or are we just going to let it go? Because it's clear that, Biden is basically working towards turning this into more of a dictatorship. He didn't win the election, and we all know it. Like, nobody genuinely thinks he won.
Well, there's probably some, but yeah,
like the vast majority. Well, no, they don't think he won. They just don't want to argue because it's to their side's benefit. They think that
they won.
Biden's on their side and it's going to help them in some way. And it's like you're delusional.
It's like, okay because they're on the right side of history.
Yeah, well, none of them are going to be on the right side of history. That's for damn sure. But like, you're seeing the government like literally shutting down like information and trying to like control who's allowed to talk through all these like social media networks and stuff. Like, that's all way too far, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find if there's anything that's not as dark.
Right. Any happy, good time feeling things out there in this day and age?
Oh, there's apparently now a detrans awareness day for people that started the conversion therapy in one way or another and like tried to detransition. And it's man, I feel so bad for those people because they all got absolutely like none of them deserved anything.
Yeah, they're hated more than like an anti-trans person. You know what I mean? Like if they started transitioning and stopped, realized it wasn't what they wanted.
Well, and it's the most hated. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. And it's that they're told all these lies about transitioning being easy and easily reversible. And it's like, no, you cannot mutilate your genitalia and then expect to use it again.
Yeah, well, even taking the fucking hormones and shit isn't completely reversible, right? I mean, it's gonna fuck you up on some level permanently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously not as bad as like fashioning your cock into a vagina or vice versa, but
well, also like just the hormone, the hormones and the puberty blockers can do an immeasurable amount of damage, just tons of damage to these kids. Whether they get the surgeries or not. Lucky for a lot of them who are women that went through and started getting changed into men. I think a lot of the trans people are women who are just uncomfortable with their bodies for whatever reason. And instead of receiving counseling or therapy or a warm heart-to-heart with their mommy, they were told that they could just change gender and that would magically fix everything and there's nothing that they would have to do. They just got to go get this, take these pills and get this surgery, and everything's going to be fine because then they'll be a boy and they'll be happy. And it's like that's not how any of that works. Like, it's so horribly dishonest to paint it that way.
Weirdest looking cock in human history. Everything's going to be fine now.
Yeah, and it's like, look, like a couple of them. Apparently, autism is a big part of it. Like a fair portion of the people who detrans and thought they were trans are autistic in some small amount.
Oh, wow.
So, like, instead of being, like, given, like, therapy or counseling or psychological or treatment for autism, which is really what they needed, we can't question their truth, so we just mutilate our children. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not a parent. That would just be... I mean, if I was a parent, I'd have probably killed some people by now. Like, the way they're screwing our children. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
if you're like that, what was that dad in Texas where the mom's having the kid transition and you can't really stop them or whatever?
Yeah, I would 100% have just, like, taken that kid and put her in the ground. I would never have made a big stink out of it. Like, if they couldn't get the kid back, she'd just disappear one night and I'd be like, oh, well, I'm the only guardian and that shit's done now.
Yeah, you make sure you're out of the state whenever it happens. You know,
I would 100% because it's like you don't
ironclad alibi.
Especially if you're, like, because you're the dad, if your kids lean in that direction or something's going on, or if they're just being abused and manipulated. You know the difference. You're the parent. You've known them their whole life.
Yeah, you would hope you would be able to know your kid that well. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, you know what? Kids want to be lots of things. That doesn't mean, like a kid wants to be a fucking policeman when you grow up. That doesn't mean you give a 3-year-old a gun and a badge.
Yeah. Yeah, my son was super into the fucking army and shit when he was, 8 or 9, 10. And now he's not.
Yep. And then like
I didn't have him enlist at fucking 8 years old.
Yeah, exactly. And then like like there's a bunch of the men who've been told that they were women who are just effeminate gay men.
Yeah.
And they're perfectly fine being effeminate gay men. Like there's nothing wrong with that, and that's not harmful in any way. Like
yeah, unless when they were kids, they were allowed to fashion their cock into a vagina.
Yeah, and then take all these hormones that destroy their development. Like that's one of the things that's really messed up about this is one of the things about the transition surgery is you need enough material to work with. But
yeah, all fucking hormone blockers and fucking or just the surgery itself.
Yeah, you really need to let the person develop all the way into their fully done adult body before you mess with anything, because in order to maintain the transition, they're going to have to take a lot of hormones, which is dangerous enough as it is. Like that can cause a lot of problems with like cancer and stuff going on.
Right.
But like, what am I trying to say? They need to have developed all the way because there's a lot of hormones that are going to be naturally developed and running through their system, made by their body just because they're, going through puberty. And they need enough material to work with. Plus, I mean, the hormones are bad enough as it is, but if you try to, like, put hormones in massive doses in their body counter to what their body's already producing, it's just even worse. Like, that's just a whole nother, like, level of bad for you. And it's like, there are genuinely people who are gender dysphoric who will be miserable without that surgery. But they're extremely rare.
Yeah.
And not even every person with gender dysphoria needs that surgery. There's a lot of them who would be much better off with therapy and medication and like changes in their lifestyle as opposed to actually going through like an entire surgery.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the percentages are, but I know it's like a vast majority of them, again, just end up being, gay or lesbian.
They were looking at the number of kids this one school program worked with in the UK, and they went from, over the course of a year in all the different schools, there might be like 50 in the UK, like genuine gender dysphoria like cases, or at least they would think that. They went from that to like thousands.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a small scale abuse of children. This is a massive, massive scale abuse of children.
Yeah, and that's the thing is before it's obvious how fucking detrimental it is, there's going to be fucking hundreds of thousands, at least tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that lives are going to be totally fucked up.
Yeah.
By the time any of these fucking idiots realize.
I mean, imagine being like in your early 20s, you've transitioned and detransitioned because the school told you could and that you should and that it would be better for you and that all of your problems would be solved by this magical transition. Instead of, like actually having to resolve your issues through like figuring out what's going on and resolving the problems yourself. Getting therapy, stuff like that. The normal things that you do when someone's depressed. Oh, you're depressed. All right, well, let's see about getting some more exercise, getting some, sunlight. And we're going to have you talk to somebody, and then if none of that helps, then, we have medications that'll, help the serotonin reuptake inhibitor stuff that can fix you up there, but none of that. Let's just cut their fucking penis off and fold it inside out into a vagina and stick it back in. And then, Now this person's sterile, can't orgasm, and has no real chance of a normal life for the rest of their life, and they're like in their 20s. Well, of course there's a whole lot of fucking suicides, like
Yeah, oh shit.
God, imagine the mid-20s and realizing you'll never have another orgasm. That would just be
horrific. Yeah, that is pretty fucking horrible.
A big problem is honestly, like, we make these decisions, like giving women like the power to make a lot of these decisions is a bad plan. Like, I mean, how many women believe in things like magic crystals and tarot cards?
Oh god, dude! I was watching. Do you still follow Matt and Blonde, like the Matt and Blonde show?
I watch occasional episodes of that. Yeah, once in a while, I'll watch like their live stream is like 5-6 hours a week, twice a week.
Yeah, well, one of them, the Wednesday one, is like the call-in show, which is very hit and miss. If you're just letting random people call in.
Oh yeah, I can see why that would be an issue.
A vast majority of them fucking suck. Yeah. But it's still kind of entertaining. But anyways, the reason I'm bringing it up is Bond is like pretty fucking straight out, their fucking opinions and shit. And she's like, about her relationship with her, now husband. She was like, at a certain point, I was like, it's such a relief to not make all the decisions about shit in my life. I was like, God damn, dude. That's fucking
she's
funny.
So far over that one line. Like she's way more conservative than I'll ever be. There's just
yeah.
Oh yeah, she's definitely crazy. She got them crazy eyes.
Yeah,
she's so far right.
But it is kind of funny to hear somebody actually admit, like a woman actually admit that. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking rare that women acknowledge that. They're like, no, we need to be in control of everything and all of ours. And she's like, no, I didn't want to fucking have that. I wanted to have kids and fucking, be a homemaker and not have to make all the fucking decisions.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, like, I get it. It's some people don't want to grow up and be like the adult. They want to be like the quasi-adult. Where somebody takes care of them and helps figure out what they're going to do and make some of their decisions for them so that they don't have to deal with like the stress and the consequences. And in a very, very small percentage of that group is men. In a much larger percentage of that group is women. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, that's like at least 90-10, if not like 95-5.
Yeah, it's a pretty big split.
Yeah.
But of course, always there's outliers on either side. And I think right now that it's probably close to 100% in both if you look at the people under 20. Because a lot of what's going on is infantilizing and children and then keeping them all like basically from growing into adults. I think that's part of the damage of the critical race theory kind of concept of nothing you do matters. The only thing that matters is what you are. So a lot of these people coming out of school, coming up and being like 18, 19 years old right now, they don't understand that in order to be successful, they have to put in hard work because they've been told their whole lives that the only thing that matters to being successful is being whatever it is that they are.
Yeah.
You're a black woman. You're successful. You don't have to work at anything or do anything, which is a horribly
you're automatically fucking.
Because real life it's not how that works.
Yeah, you got that magic melanation, dude.
Yeah. Or you're a woman, so you're a queen, no matter what, even though you've done absolutely nothing with your life.
Yeah, even if you're a fucking shrill, unlikable cunt, dude, you're still fucking awesome.
Well, but I mean, like, even if you've never like considered, you're not going to go to college, you're not going to go get a degree, you're not going to go get a job, you're not going to take care of yourself. You're a success because you are this or you are that, and it's like that's just not.
Yeah,
you can't teach children. It's horrible.
And it's also like it's really kind of conflicting because they're telling them that the system is so stacked against them that they really don't have a chance to make it, but they're fucking automatically great. same
Yeah,
time.
which is really a bizarre combination because then they get angry. Well, no, that makes sense though, because if you tell them that, then they have something to be mad at that's not you, and it doesn't involve them ever having that moment of self-reflection of going, maybe this whole thing that I've been taught is wrong.
Yeah, maybe my life is shitty because of me and my choices instead of the patriarchy.
Exactly. And so it's like,
Yeah. But yeah, think about it. Like,
it's
if you are a minority
self-defeating,
and
and
you're
then they
fucking
throw
hearing
in.
that shit, especially if you're a minority like male, I mean, that's got to be an incredibly demoralizing fucking thing to believe.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
because
Like,
of your
why should I
skin
bother
color, you can't go
trying?
out and get a job or improve your life in any way. Whatever miserable
Yeah.
circumstance you're in, you're just going to stay in. Like, that's a horrible thing to teach a child. It's just not true.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It hasn't been true for a very long time, dude.
Well, it may be true in places like Cambodia or Venezuela or Uganda, but
The
it's not
entire
true in
Middle
the
East.
United States,
Yeah.
and it's not true in the most of the Western world. Like the UK and France and Germany. There's, they're not as nice as the U.S., but you can definitely improve from being, born in a poor, terrible neighborhood. You can make it to where you're living in the best neighborhoods.
Yeah, even if you don't, even if you're not good at playing sports.
Yeah, even if you're not good at playing sports, exactly.
Yeah, that's fucking huge. Like,
what about this whole,
again,
like,
a vast majority of young black men, kids, boys, whatever, think that really the only way they can make it is if they become a professional athlete. And again, considering how limited those positions are,
or like a rapper or like an actor, like these positions that are extremely hard to get and are basically being competed for with, thousands of people for each position are competing for.
Yeah.
Yep. But then when they don't, inevitably fail because, like it is literally like, 3,000 people competing for each position on that sports team. They blame the government instead of, blaming themselves and saying, like, I made a horrible gamble and I lost. So now I have to, pick up the pieces and try something else.
Yeah.
But that's part of the whole growing up fatherless thing because, like, there's this fucking there's this nice kid that I got to know a little bit on VR chat, and he's like 18, 19 years old, nice kid. And he comes on every once in a while. We'll do like the the regular mini games that I'm doing, whatever, like the whatnot. But like his parents were getting divorced, and he came on to brag because he finally got a chick to like touch him, like to get laid. I was like, and I could tell I was like, I'm proud of you, man. Good for you. I was like, good job, like. And I'm like, but where's his fucking? Where's his dad? Like, where's his dad to tell him this? Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, you're falling down on the job. Like, this guy, this is a good kid. He's happy. He finally found a girl that likes him, and he's in a good place, and he wants somebody to be like, right on, man, and give him that thumbs up.
Yeah, that is fucked up, man. He has to go like searching online for a fucking father figure to give him the thumbs up.
Yeah, really, exactly. Oh, I've met a lot of people who clearly are looking for that. Like there's a lot of fucking kids online right now that are looking for, and I don't think they realize it, and I don't think their parents realize it. But I think it's just like an instinctual drive that young children have. Like they're not getting. They're just not getting that input from like a mentor, role model sort of figure, which is what your father should be, like, a mentor and a role model, sort of wrapped up into one. And so there's a ton of them, and I make terrible dad jokes, so apparently that just brings him over.
Reels him right in.
And I'm like, I'm a terrible human being. You could do way better than me. You should definitely be looking somewhere else, guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a fucking big reason why I fucking, wanted to make sure I stayed in my son's life, dude. I mean, his fucking mother, fucking unbearable to fucking deal with 99% of the time. I could have easily said, "Fuck this, that bitch is crazy." I'm fucking out.
Yeah, and all you got to do is just send a check once a month or whatever.
Yeah. But I didn't want my son to fucking grow up, even more fucked up. So I fucking dealt with the bitch so I could be in his fucking life, dude.
Like seriously important. I know that sorry. It's fucking some soda trying to come back up. But there was this girl that my sister hung out with when she was in like grade school, middle school, going into high school, and like in her own house, in her own home life, a lot of the shit that was going on, like her mom would like there'd be like knives in the fucking walls and shit like sticking out of them because her mom would like stab the wall in like rage and stuff like that. Just horrible fucking abuse at home. But none of it physical enough to get CPS to actually take her away from the mom. Just enough to just horribly emotionally and mentally damage her instead. And it's, again, it's a single mom thing. It's a single mom where the mom has got the kids and the dad's out of the picture. And for some reason or another, her mom had to like let us take care of her for like, I think like 6 months. And the difference in her like posed like before she came over and like after she like lived with us for like 6 months, like she's just like her and my sister shared a room and we're like like sisters essentially for like 6 months. Massive.
Right.
I mean, she just you could tell she felt more comfortable. She was much more calm. She like actually got schoolwork done. Like
she blossomed.
She was happy to do chores. I mean, not happy. As happy as any teenager.
Yeah, I can't imagine, dude, dealing with the chaotic shit that goes on in a lot of these fucking households.
Oh yeah, and even with
mother constantly dating asshole men, or you know what I mean, like
yeah, and even with my dad being like an alcoholic and emotionally abusive, like that still wasn't anywhere near what she was dealing with at home. That was easy. Like that was no problem. It was baby shit.
Yeah, that was a fucking a relief, relatively speaking.
Yeah, and so it was just amazing. Like her exposure to like my parents being like way better. And like my dad was not the most horrible person on the planet. He just he was a drinker.
Right.
But like my mom's great. She's always been a really good parent. It's just like I see that sort of similar thirst in a lot of these kids online, where they're just apparently not getting what they need from their own parents at home, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I would imagine nowadays, even if the fucking mom and dad are together, like they're fucking kind of either too overbearing and too fucking micromanagey type shit, or just fucking almost ignore them, like almost completely ignore their fucking kids.
Yeah.
It seems to be like one extreme or the other.
They've sort of been pushed by the government into letting schools and TV like raise their children.
Yeah.
It's not a healthy way to raise kids by letting everyone else do it for you.
Right.
See, I'm looking for some of the other stuff that I put up here. Oh, looking at children. Have you seen anything on the Kentucky's sexy summer camp?
Oh no! Fuck! I meant to watch that, dude. But
so here's
I get distracted easily.
All right. Here's the TLDR sort of version of it. Essentially, a bunch of these women, who in my opinion are pedos, but nothing has been proven yet, are running a summer camp where you're supposed to send your kids, and they'll help them explore sexuality, gender identity. They'll teach them how to masturbate, and they're not looking for teenagers. They're looking for 4 and 5-year-olds.
Dude.
They're gonna teach them about having drugs or having sex while you're doing lots of drugs, and how to handle consent when there's drugs involved. And I'm like, all of this is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, especially if you're talking about fucking any teen children, really. You know what I mean? Like 4 and 5 is horrible, but even anything like 11, 12, like, dude, that's fucking pretty fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, they
I'm trying to
posted.
think of when you really become actually like, you know, like
Like
super
13,
interested in sex.
14.
Like
13 and
maybe
14 is
junior high.
generally, yeah, like starting in like just
Yeah,
into junior high and
yeah.
out of junior high. But you know what? Like that's between the kid and their parents. The parents are the ones that should be educating the kid. I got no problem with like the basics of like, you know, here's how sex works. This is the facts on like, you know, this will get a woman pregnant, this won't. Here's how birth control works. These
Right.
are the items, you know, that are out there that are available. Here's how you use them all. I'm fine with that. I just think that like getting into what gender somebody is or what they're sexually attracted to is completely unacceptable and inappropriate for a teacher at a school. It should be
Yeah.
something between the parent and the kid. Like your parents are the ones that are supposed to teach you, like, you know, your dad's supposed to teach you how to get chicks, and your mom's supposed to tell you all the lies that women tell themselves and tell you to like be yourself and all that other kind of nonsense.
Right.
You know, it's so creepy.
Yeah, or an older sibling if an older sibling's available.
Sometimes that's better. Yeah, it just depends on the situation. What was it? There was a meme that these chicks. Oh, also, what's up, Mr. Stenchever? There was a meme that they put up where it was like they posted it on Facebook, and it was like a poster that just said like, how can love ever be free as long as prison exists? And like,
Fuck is that?
even like one of the little SJW guys.
Fucking slightest.
Yeah. There was an SJW guy who left a comment and there was like, hey, you know, this makes me a little uncomfortable. like, oh no, I don't know about this.
Yeah, like these things are not connected, dude.
And he was clearly like an SJW, like male feminist, kind of dumb little pussy boy. And even he was just like, I can't be on this train. Like, I'm gonna have to get off this fucking ride.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of being an ally or whatever, but yeah,
you just took it to a dark place.
That's the thing is, yeah, the fucking concepts they're coming up with are becoming more and more fucking absurd. You know,
I mean, eventually they were going to get to fucking children. Like, that's clearly what they're aiming for.
Yeah.
What other possible reason could they have to sexualize 3 and 4 year olds if it wasn't because they want to actually somehow claim they can consent? Because children at that age aren't sexual; they're just children.
Right. Yeah, I wonder if you know, remember Queer Kid stuff?
Yeah, that was kind of a similar sort of thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, their stated fucking target audience was 3 to 7 year olds.
Yeah, who don't need to know about homosexuality because it doesn't affect them because they're not having sex with anyone and they're not sexually attracted to people because they're fucking children and that part of their life hasn't started yet. Like they're not mature enough.
Yeah. I love how that kind of shit is fucking acceptable, but
yeah. Now, if you had like a 10-year-old and they just had like a really weird early onset puberty thing hit them, then you as the parent might need to have that kind of conversation a lot earlier than you planned. But that's like that shouldn't be the school or somebody on TV or anybody like in a summer camp. Like that's so creepy. We want you to send your kids this so we can teach them how to masturbate. Just fucking say that out loud and see how many people are willing to go with it, you know? Like,
well, I guess they obviously had attendees, you know what I mean? So fucking some dumbass
it's apparently been going for a couple of years. Yeah, they're obviously pedophiles. Like that's like I don't care about women. Like, they're clearly there to touch your children in inappropriate ways.
It's like
you should not let them go.
That fucking dude in Canada, the fucking Yaniv guy who was having fucking sexy pool parties or whatever.
Well, he didn't have them, but he wanted them.
Yeah, no parents allowed.
Let's have a naked, no parents allowed pool party with all the teenage girls. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, how did he not get hung from a fucking lamppost in the middle of the city with like nobody saw anything?
Yeah, well, he's fucking, Canadian in the current current day, so he's totally fucking fine.
It just blows my mind that like even in that situation, like the people that live in that area wouldn't be like, all right, look, we all agree.
You gotta look. This dude needs to get fucking disappeared. This motherfucker needs to get disappeared like right fucking now.
Yeah, we're all for equal rights. This is way beyond that, guys. We gotta.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious he's not actually trans, and he's literally just claiming to be a woman to get close to fucking teenage girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody come on.
Say what?
I thought I heard the noise of somebody coming on, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. Some other weird shit.
I was pushing a push pin into the side of my shelf really firmly a minute ago.
I don't think that's the noise, dude. But all right.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a bird then.
Fair enough.
I can hear some birds in the background on your microphone.
Yeah, there are a lot of fucking birds twittering around here. The fuck, man.
Oh, do you live on Jaybird Street?
Leaving soon. Yes.
Because all the little birds on Jaybird Street.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Yep. I'm sorry, that was pretty bad.
Yes, you could feel bad.
Yeah, oh no, I totally feel awful. Yeah, I'm so bad.
Hey, I did remember that the show starts an hour earlier, so that was a plus.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen. I was like, I wonder if he's going to be here an hour earlier, if he's going to be like late. I figured, it's all good.
Yeah, I was almost 24 hours early.
Oh yeah.
Because I literally thought yesterday was Thursday. And then I posted that, and then I'm like, scroll through my alarms and shit, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's Wednesday. God damn it.
Yeah, you made me nervous because I was like, oh shit, it's Thursday, and I just fucked up. Then I saw the other part at the end, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, luckily I realized it.
Yeah, I've done that shit. Like earlier this week, I got a little confused, and I thought Monday was Sunday, so I was like, thinking, oh yeah, I'm all done for the night, and then it's like all of a sudden, like the last 10 minutes before I got to go to work, I had to run around and do a whole bunch of like random shit real fast because it's like, got to get all the trash recycles out to the curb, got to do all this other shit. Like,
yeah, mine was the opposite. For some reason, I thought Sunday was Monday. I've been ahead all week apparently.
Maybe secretly you really want daylight savings time. Supposedly, in Congress, they've passed a law that's going to eliminate daylight savings time altogether.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty fucking worthless, dude.
Yeah, and it could go into provided everybody signs off on it, like they all sign off on it, and Biden agrees to put it into place, then it would go into effect 2023, so next year.
Yeah, as long as they don't determine that it's racist or homophobic or
Jesus fucking
bigoted.
Christ. Daylight savings
fucking
getting rid of it is bad for black people.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, daylight savings time is a great ally of the fucking LGBT plus community.
Yeah.
Some fucking nonsense.
Oh, I saw a funny article about OnlyFans where they're talking about like, it gives it'd end in a year if the bill goes through the next two phases. Yeah. Gives the transport companies time to be able to change. Well, we already had daylight savings time. It can't go into effect this year. So, like, it would be kind of stupid to, like, go in after the fact and be like, all right, you all change your clocks, now change them back. It's like, no, just do it at the beginning, January 1st.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Done with it.
Or just don't change the next time when you're supposed to change.
Yeah. I mean, if they managed to catch before all the states rolled forward, then I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Let's just do it now because we're already all on this time. We just don't change our clocks and everybody wins. You know, like you just do it real simple that way. Oh no, I saw this funny article about like OnlyFans, like they're talking about like the laws around leaked content, and they're like, oh well, you can use the revenge porn. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. Like, that would fail.
Right.
Because it's you know, she's already putting out in the public domain with the fucking the price tag on it. It's not at all how you would go out there. Like, it was just the worst legal advice I think I'd ever seen. Like,
not fine.
It's like,
that
no.
Never happened.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny though because they sounded very. Let's see.
Damn.
Property rights one was they were talking about being intellectual property rights, and I'm like, that's not really how porn works either. It's not revenge porn. It's not intellectual property theft. It would be more like petty theft if that really. They'd have to somehow figure out how to like sneak sideways into the DMCA area where they could potentially like. Otherwise, honestly, like I genuinely think if you're an OnlyFans girl, there's really no legal recourse for any of this stuff that people leak. I mean, you can get it shut down by going to like whatever site hosts all that stuff and just be like, hey, this is a leak of my personal copyrighted material. And they'll be like, oh no, and then take it down. But otherwise, it's like, I don't really think there's a lot you can do that's going to matter. I think the courts would kind of brush you off and be like, but you do porn, so fuck off. Because historically, that's kind of how they've treated the porn industry. No, when they're not making them wear condoms. You know, when they're not being like, no, condoms are required. Oh, well, I guess we won't be doing porn in this state anymore.
Right.
It's how
I remember seeing that dude for a while. There's definitely a small little period of porn where they were fucking always wearing condoms.
I think there was like a federal thing that passed, but then it like got challenged and it got struck down in the Supreme Court because they were like, no, this is a state's issue, not a federal issue. And so then it went back down in the states, you know, depending on what state you're in, is depending on what the laws are as far as like making porn. Like, I'm sure there's states where it's probably, if not technically illegal, functionally illegal. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you can do it, but there's no way you could possibly jump through all of the legal hoops and come out with anything marketable.
Yeah, it's to the point where you're just better off doing it in another state.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's probably a lot of states like that. Yeah, I wonder how that works with OnlyFans. Like, if you're in Virginia, like, is there a potential that you could end up getting in trouble for doing OnlyFans? Like, it hasn't happened yet because I think the laws just haven't really caught up with OnlyFans. Because I know that there's a lot of underage girls that manage to get onto OnlyFans. Like, it keeps happening.
Right.
Because there'll be like some 16-year-old who's like, wait, I can just take a picture of my boobs and like people will give me free money. All right, I'm in.
So I just say I was doing when I put in the date, I'll accidentally put in that I'm 2 years older than I am. Whoops. Yeah,
and somehow they keep managing to get themselves on the site, even though it's supposed to be not allowed.
Yeah.
So I assume sooner or later there's going to be some laws around that are probably going to get enacted, at least in some states, where they basically force OnlyFans to be a little more proactive with like making sure that the people on their site that are selling pornography are actually of age.
Yeah, other than just putting in whatever they want for their birthday.
Yeah. I have no idea how you sign up. I've never bothered to find out, but I assume it's
Probably well, don't you fucking
fill in your own information and then just add a credit card and you're done. Like, I don't imagine there's any like mail in a copy of your birth certificate or like mail in a copy of your driver's license or something.
And didn't you say you're a moderator for fucking OnlyFans?
Yeah, but it's an OnlyFans leak site. Like it's not a it's not a
Oh,
legitimate
okay.
one.
I thought it was actually OnlyFans. Sorry,
They just
I
leak
completely
content.
misread that.
They just leak
Yeah,
content.
it seemed like a thing you wouldn't do. That's why I was like, okay, but yeah, the leak site makes sense. Although it's weird, like an OnlyFans site, I would expect a guy to say "fuck the cow," but on a leak site, that seems a little weird.
Yeah, I was like, this dude just casually mentions, and like a bunch of people were just chatting along. And this one guy was like, "Oh yeah, I was drunk one time and had sex with a cow, the softest udders ever." And then everybody just keeps talking like that's normal and acceptable human things. It's like, no,
yeah,
wait,
or they
what?
just they're like didn't want to draw attention to it and like pretend everybody didn't see it.
Maybe yeah, they were all just like, you know what? We're all better off not having any more information. Let's not at all engage this.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, they're probably right.
Yeah, it's probably the best call to make.
Yeah, that was a little disturbing. Oh man. Did you see the thing about Byte Labs? We might have talked about that before. Yeah, so like the thing coming up is lab grown meat.
Yeah, it's they clone the tissue of like celebrities or something.
Yeah, they're gonna like take 40% cloned celebrity tissue and mix that with like 60% cloned like pork or whatever, and make salamis out of it. So you could literally like taste what it would be like to cannibalize a celebrity you really like.
Yeah,
like they got James DeFranco, Kanye West, Ellen DeGeneres on board. Like it's
wait a minute, those celebrities actually agreed to that? What the fuck?
Like holy shit, dude! If you look on the website, like it's literally like where is it? Where is it? Oh no, that's all the way up to 5.
Imagine, now that I'm thinking about it, it would be incredibly difficult to get their DNA without them signing off on it.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Maybe not James Franco, because again, you could get some chick to fuck him.
Yeah, you just get like his comment, like a used condom.
Like, no, I'm a hoarder. I hoard fucking used condoms with jizz in them. Can I have a lock of your hair too? Just
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find the site, but yeah, no, they were like all on the site. It was like Ellen DeGeneres, Kanye West, James DeFranco. I don't know why, but the link is suddenly not in the fucking the Discord for some reason.
Yeah, no, I saw that on there, dude. I saw you posted that. I didn't actually watch the video.
Well, there's no video. It's just a link to their site.
Oh,
it's
okay.
bytelabs.org. I'll put a link in the chat too, just in case. Although I imagine no one will be that
everyone
concerned.
watching at home.
Yep. Let's see celebrities: Jennifer Lawrence, James Franco, Kanye West, and Ellen DeGeneres. Oh, these are the people they're trying to get. Never mind.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they have a link where you can click to tweet at the person. Like, can you fucking imagine being a celebrity and like suddenly like just a bunch of people start fucking sending you tweets being like, we want to try your flavor of fucking you flavored salami. Wait, what?
Like, yeah, I would imagine, dude, if you're a celebrity, you should never look at your mentions.
Yeah, it says, you've never experienced celebrities like this. Celebrity. It all starts with your favorite celebrity and a quick biopsy to obtain tissue samples. Culture. Isolating muscle stem cells. We grow celebrity meat in our proprietary bioreactors. Meat. In the tradition of Italian cured meats, we dry age and spice our product into fine charcuterie.
You can just lie and say it's from them. This is
I
James
don't
Franco. James Franco adjacent meat.
Yeah.
It's not actually his DNA, but it's close.
Well, the part that gets me is like, the FDA realized you're selling human flesh? Like, granted, it's grown in a lab, but isn't it still dangerous to eat, like, your own fucking meat? Like, even if there's no parasites.
I would imagine, what do you call it? Legally speaking, cloned human flesh is still human flesh, right? Like, what the fuck?
I have no idea. I imagine there's no laws to deal with it at all right now.
Yeah, but I would imagine until something else came up, it's still human flesh. Regardless of how it came to be, I assume the laws would still apply.
You know what? Maybe the lawmakers looked at it and said, like, yeah, the celebrities are never going to go for that. That's too ridiculous. And they just moved on.
Yeah, that's never going to actually happen. So
they're like, there's no way they're going to actually get Kanye West to fucking donate some stem cells.
So I'm sure they could. I'm sure they can get some C and D list celebrities to do it, but I can't imagine any celebrity that's not incredibly hurting for money. Or again, notoriety is going to fucking sign off on that shit.
Bruce Willis did that like dozen horrible fucking movies for like all the streaming services, where it's like it's a company that basically churns out terrible movies, but they still make a profit because they're so cheap to make.
They're just formulating fucking nonsense.
Netflix, and so the way they do it is they get a celebrity, in this case Bruce Willis. He shows up and just phones in for like 12 movies, and then because his name's on there, Netflix will pay him way more money just to put their shit up on their site without anybody ever apparently looking at any of the films, because they're fucking awful.
Oh, fuck. That's great.
Apparently there's scenes where you can see the earpiece that they've put in Bruce Willis's ear so that they can feed him lines. So he didn't even bother to learn any of it because he's not bothering to learn them.
That's fucking
awesome. There's a long scene in a movie where he just wanders around a forest having a hike and smoking a cigar. Like, he's just not doing anything. It's like, oh no.
It's not working into the movie. Like, all right. Got a lot of filler here. It wasn't even a fucking scene. It was just him wandering around with the set.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be the greatest game kind of movie. He's like a human, then there's all these guys hunting him.
Oh, gotcha.
And so, he's supposed to be wandering around the woods offing people. But he doesn't really do anything. He just sort of wanders around and then people kill themselves in each other for no reason.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're definitely... if you're running from
White Labs has been silent since 2014. Never mind. Okay, they're defunct. Well, our fan base is so huge, we can revive them. Come on, everybody. Tweet to the celebrities you want to try their flesh. Jennifer Lawrence looks particularly succulent. I'm sure she'd be the most accepting of that idea. All
right, come on, Jennifer.
How many people are buying
that? Stuck in Weinstein's cock. All we're asking for is a little tissue sample.
Oh yeah. I wonder who would ever be willing to actually buy the salami though. Because
it is a little bizarre.
At the end of the day, yeah, it's a novelty product. You're getting salami made, 50-50 with like pork and meat that's grown from a culture from fucking Robbie Williams or some shit, or Robin Williams. I mean.
Well, no, I can definitely imagine a decent amount of people buying it. I'm curious how many people would be actually ingesting the product and not just throwing it in their freezer as a fucking
so they can just pull it out and show their friends every so often. I I got Johnny Depp salami. You want to try some?
Yeah,
Back in the freezer.
it's 40% Johnny Depp and like 60% pork. But still, there's a lot of Depp in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God,
There's a lot of depth to the flavor.
a lot of Depp. A lot of Depp.
You get it?
Damn,
Is that a good joke?
when the fuck is Easter?
Isn't it like April something or other? Like it's a certain like the
Yeah,
second
it's
Tuesday or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, no, it's always a Sunday, but yeah, I'm trying to see what time it is this year. Let's see, where
Yeah,
are
it's like the
you?
second or
I
third
don't
or
have two
fourth
fucking.
Sunday.
Where the hell is my? Oh, there it is. All right, I got it. I assume it's listed on my calendar here somewhere. Let's see, April 17th. Okay. Fuck. All right. My issue is Cadbury's mini eggs is like my favorite fucking candy.
Okay.
And it's incredibly hard to fucking resist when I'm in a
They're
grocery
the
store.
little eggs that are in the like the little plastic egg carton.
Yeah. No, this is they're basically like egg-shaped M&Ms really. They're it's like a candy coating around a little egg-shaped, piece of chocolate.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the regular Cadbury eggs are the ones that are like, actual eggs, pretty close to egg size, and they have all the like jizz and like a little yellow spot in the middle for the the
Pretty
yolk
sure that's
of
like
the egg.
that's like what do you call that?
Liquefied sugar.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's liquefied sugar. I was trying to like the stuff that's in the middle of a Three Musketeers.
Oh, nougat.
I'm sure that's like some form of nougat, like.
Yeah. I think it's more sugar, I think, than most nougat is. But yeah, because it does kind of flow, like it's not quite solid. Yeah, either way, it literally looks, it's very, very, very similar in consistency to jizz. Yeah, but like even those, like it took like over 40 years, but even that now, that's like a little too sweet for me.
Oh, it's technically called fondant.
Chocolate. Fondant. Okay.
Fondant, and it's just lots of sugar dyed with food coloring to look like the insides of an egg. Okay, so yeah, just liquid sugar fondant.
I was gonna say it has to be like a vast majority of it has to be sugar, dude.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but anyways, dude. All right, let me see. What is the size of these? Okay, so there's the bag here is 9 ounces, which is a pretty decent amount of fucking the mini eggs or whatever. I'm on like my 9th bag that I bought. And actually, no, 9 of those size bags. I also bought 1 bag of, it's a much larger size. Like it's one of the ones where you have a resealable fucking seal or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've eaten like basically on like essentially my 12th fucking bag of this thing. in like 3 weeks, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be ordering any Christmas or Easter candy or any of that kind of shit. I'm gonna pass on that this year, I think.
Yeah, I need to stop. This really does need to be my last fucking bag.
1 year, I forget what the number is, but it's an insane. Like I bought this giant box of the Cadbury eggs 1 year, and it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, the regular eggs, not the mini eggs.
the big eggs. It was.
Yeah.
Was it 48 of them? Yeah, it was 48 Cadbury eggs, and that's a lot of fucking Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, I don't know that I could even. I mean, if obviously I had to, I could eat a couple in a row. Usually after one, you're like, all right, that's entirely too much.
Yeah. Well, and these are the ones. The ones I ordered were the European ones, not the American ones. So the American ones are 0.95 ounces a piece. These ones are 1.2 ounces a piece.
Oh wow, they're even fucking bigger.
Yeah, substantially larger. They're as big as the Cadbury eggs you used to get in the store used to be. So as opposed to like now it's like you get the stuff in the store, they're like little, they look smaller because they made them all like like partial ounce smaller.
Yeah. I noticed they definitely look smaller
Yep,
in the
they
last few
made
years or
them
so.
smaller over the last few years, and now they're not. Or if you get the European ones, though, they're not smaller. Oh, dude, that would be fucking funny. Sensoka says they should make little bird skeletons inside those eggs, like out of hardened sugar and stuff. That'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
That seems like more
Or
of a
no,
Kinder
out of
Egg
like
kind
a
of.
gelatin, like a white like gelatin. There should be like a little fucking, because any other thing is just gonna melt in the liquid.
Yeah, that seems more like a Kinder Egg kind of idea.
Yeah.
You know how they have the tiny little toys inside of the fucking eggs, the Kinder eggs?
Oh yeah, and they wondered why like children were choking to death on them. Like we put toys
Yeah.
inside of chocolate for children to eat, small ones.
Give it to your toddler.
Why are they
That's
all
funny,
dead?
dude.
They all
That
turned
a
this
fucking
funny shade of blue.
they have a fucking candy that has like an ages 8 years and up fucking
Yeah.
sticker on it.
Please do not give to children that are dumb. Like,
Oh.
oh,
Or do
man.
it. It might help weed out the dumbasses from the population.
Yeah, I got no issues with it. Oh, there was a let's see. You could also be a massive jerk by trying to use a syringe to swap the filling for actual egg whites. Actually, the egg whites would probably, by the time anybody opened it, be like really sweet tasting. They're kind of like, I don't know if you've ever eaten raw egg white, but it has really like no flavor at all. I mean, texture wise, it's pretty fucking gnarly. But there's like no flavor in an egg white. It just tastes like nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got like the consistency of snot.
Well, and the egg yolk flavor is just sort of like mildly savory. It's not really bad. It's just the texture is really gross. It's not cooked. Oh, there's an anime called Love Live that apparently fucking turns Japanese people into Florida Man. Like they've had multiple people like break into schools and steal shit like girls' underwear, furniture, like fucking all just all sorts of random shit and like harass girls and stuff like that because they wanted to recreate Love Live, the anime, is their excuse. And like I don't know what Love Live is about because after I saw that I was like, well, I'm just never gonna watch that anime. Like I don't think I'll have a problem, but why risk it?
Dude, that reminds me, dude. I remember like maybe it was during like the 80s or maybe early 90s. There were I would hear these stories about people that played Dungeons and Dragons that would end up like killing people in real life because of the game.
Oh yeah, that fucking nonsense. Yeah, man, that's been a long time since I heard that part.
Did that ever actually happen, or was that just bullshit?
I don't think it ever happened. I'm sure some
Seems
enterprising lawyer somewhere, got people to claim that was the case, but it probably wasn't.
Oh, are you a nerd that killed somebody? Hey, blame them Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty fucking nuts, dude.
Let's see, I'm Googling it now.
Googling.
Let's see. Everyone's seen the articles claiming that D&D can lead to murder and suicide. These articles list all the same 12 death causes.
Is there a version of Snopes that is like how Snopes used to be?
Yeah, I don't see anything to even indicate like that any of that ever happened. I like I remember there being a lot of articles about it, but I don't know if there was ever anything to corroborate like that.
Yeah. It was just a fucking bullshit.
There were
superstition, whatever.
there were probably other issues that were causing people to suicide, and they just decided to blame it on D&D.
Yeah, they just happened to be playing D&D and be suicidal. So they blame, like, oh, he's playing D&D. That must have been what did it.
Let's see. In 1985, 60 Minutes broadcast a segment on the controversy over Dungeons and Dragons, interviewing the family of kids who had killed themselves and who had also been D&D players. So it's the family deciding that because they played D&D, that must have been it. So they basically just it's there's no actual link to D&D. It just they happened to also play D&D and they were suicidal for some reason.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So there's families that are like, well,
yes, and then it just stopped happening all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because it was never a suicide cause. Well, the thing that doesn't make any sense about that is D&D is literally just like collective storytelling. So, like, there's really nothing there that would motivate somebody into a suicide because it's like it just doesn't. That just make it like logically just doesn't work. If you've ever played D&D, it's just a bunch of dudes hanging around in a room, slowly making a story up, and then rolling dice to figure out wherever the conflicts are, like what happens at the end of the conflict. You know, so instead of like going back and forth over like, well, Superman would win because da 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 da. No, the Flash would win because da 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 da. You just be like, all right, here's the rules. If I roll this 20-sided dice, you know, and I get over this number, then I get to, you know, then my guy wins. If you roll the dice and you get over this number, then your guy wins. All right, let's roll. You know, like.
Yeah.
So that you don't get into those arguments, but essentially it's really not that much different than just arguing over who's going to win, Batman or Superman.
Yeah, decided by a 20-sided die.
I don't know, maybe it's some super cringe story.
Has anybody ever actually used the proper singular version of dice? Anybody ever call it a die?
Oh, like a die? Yeah. I mean, I have when I actually was playing D&D. They passed me the 20-sided die, you know, because you're only 1 and 1.
Maybe that's why.
Oh, because somebody said to die. Oh, God.
If only they had played with 2 20-sided dice, those kids would still be alive today.
Wow, I walked myself into that one.
I wasn't actually planning that. That kind of came halfway through me, like thinking about, you know, the fact that hardly anybody calls it die. And then I'm like, hey, die means death too.
Oh man, and then without the
stupidity followed shortly after.
Without that brilliant explanation, I don't think anybody could truly appreciate the masterpiece of joke you told.
Yeah, that was just off the dome. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
I'm a
congratulations. Congratulations,
I'm
good job.
Genius.
Oh, for me. Changing the topic entirely. I went and watched. There's rooms in VR chat where you can watch like movies that they've pirated. Like you just go in and like click a button and it'll just play a movie for you. So if you open one of those rooms up with a bunch of your friends and keep it private, you can actually like go in and watch movies together. And we were watching Uncharted, the new video game flick. Apparently, there's a set of video games called Uncharted. I'd never heard of any of it, but it has. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I've never played them, but yeah, I'm definitely familiar with them, dude.
Yeah, I've heard of them, but yeah, like I've never played them. But it was actually a really fun little movie. I was surprised for a video game movie. It was really good. You know, it was basically just a fun, cheesy action flick. It had the guy that plays the most childlike version of Spider-Man. Forget his name.
Tobey Maguire?
No. The newer one. The one who's more like a kid.
Oh, okay. Oh God, I have no idea.
But you know what I'm talking about. He's like he acts like he's like a really excitable kid. The new set of movies.
Oh, is it Tom Holland?
Yes, Tom Holland played the main character in that, and then they also had Marky Mark. I don't remember what his real name is, and I don't care. But he's Marky Mark from Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. And then really a few other players. Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to fucking pretend I'm younger. We'll point that.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how many people still refer to him as Marky Mark, dude. That was like from the early '90s.
Okay, Mark Wahlberg. Is that better?
Yeah. I knew who the name was. Dude.
Marky Mark is funny just because it's the dumbest fucking name. You know, like, what's gonna be your stage name? Well, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark. Yeah, well, he's he's from Boston or in that general area, so
Boston.
You know.
He's a boy from Boston. Marky Mark. Hey, what you doing, Marky Mark, over there? Do you have like a burger shop? Like a burger restaurant, I mean? Not shop.
Yeah, it's called Wahlburgers.
Wow, he's really good at naming things. We should stop letting him name anything.
Yeah.
We should just not be allowed to.
They pondered it. They pondered it for months and months.
Write your local
our burger place be called?
Write your senator, write your representatives. We need a new law about Mark Wahlberg naming shit. He needs to stop. They don't sell milkshakes. They sell the old ice cream and milk blended together drinks. You know, they're like the milky milkshakes. You know, you're like, oh God, stop, please. The cheesy cheeseburger.
Fuck, dude, I wonder if they actually do call them Milky Milk burgers out or Milky Milk whatever. Milky Milk shakes. That would be fucking awesome. I mean, horrible, but awesome.
See, Wahlburgers menu.
Wahlburgers milkshake.
The Wahlburgers menu. Nah, it's just regular things. Yeah, spicy cheese and bacon tots, barbecue chicken tots, spinach and parmesan wall bites. Okay.
Wall bites. What the fuck?
I'm assuming they're just tater tots with different names.
Yeah. Different puns involving the word wall and involving the word burgers.
They got salmon and street corn.
What? Salmon and street corn?
Seared salmon served with mixed greens, roasted corn, tomatoes, cotija, dressed with honey, lime, ranch, and garnished with crispy tortillas. So it'd be like a salad, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound all that bad, but that's definitely a unique.
The street corn part is a little like a weird term. That's other than that, I don't care. Let's see.
Yeah. It makes me think of what was the stuff? Street something in China where they serve you shit that's from the gutter.
Yeah.
Street oil or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, where they use the sewer oil. They got chili mac and cheese. It's basically just like like an old diner. You know, they even got like tuna melts. Yeah. Basically, your basic burgers, tots, fries, onion rings, some salads.
Where are those? Are those in L.A. or do they have those in like the Boston area?
I just went to the menu. Let me see if I can find locations. There we go. Had to scroll back up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, dude. I really liked his character in the Departed.
Oh wow. Let's see.
I'm trying to think what other shit he's been in that I actually liked.
Okay, so the green ones are where they have him.
His character in The Departed was pretty fucking awesome.
Oh, nice. Oh shit, there's one I could conceivably drive to one. There's one in Palo Alto, California, and one at
Huh.
Cabazon, California. I don't know where that is. It's probably Southern
All
California.
right. Oh yeah.
Uh,
All right.
there's none in
So there's
Arizona. There
none.
are
That's where
some
it
in
came from.
Nevada, and there's none in New Mexico, but there are some in Texas. They got Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Montana, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio,
They don't have
Michigan,
any.
Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. Or no, Massachusetts.
They don't have any in Massachusetts.
No, there is. They're in Massachusetts too. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay. All right.
I wasn't paying enough
That'd be
attention to
funny.
what states were which, and I just called it before I hovered over it. And, yeah.
Massachusetts. Boston.
But you're in Arizona, so probably. Oh, they've only got one, and it's in Frisco, Texas.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Just a second,
Yeah,
so
you
he's
said
at my
New Mexico,
door.
I think. Why the fuck would they have them in New Mexico and not have them in Arizona? Dude, that's fucking weird. I bet they just like saying the word Albuquerque. They just like pronouncing that name, so they put one in Albuquerque. They pronounce it exactly like Bugs Bunny pronounces it.
Hey, sorry. Somebody was at my door, and I had to talk for a minute, so I had to go.
Yeah. All right, no worries, dude. I thought I got disconnected again.
Nope, my bad. I said something, but I don't know if you were paying enough attention because you were talking.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, my cane was delivered back to me. I had a cane that I got just because it was fun to have a cane. And my mom had been using it cane? Because no, actually, it's just like a regular wooden cane with like a regular handle. It's like a functional cane, but it looks kind of nice. It's sort of like Edwardian, like something you might see in the Victorian era.
Yeah, you know what you should do? You should put some bling on it.
No.
Remember bling?
Okay, so I have two canes.
Retired from the.
I have two canes. One cane, you know, like the standard cane where it just comes up in a curve like handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have that cane. It's painted white, and I spray glued red ribbon in a stripe down it, like a candy cane. And I wore that with my my pimp Santa Claus outfit. So if it comes down to putting bling on a cane, I've already done that with a different cane. I'm gonna leave this nice wooden cane the way it is, because you never know.
That's pretty fucking great, dude. Candy cane, dude.
It looks like a big candy cane, and in fact, I believe on the feed you actually can see it in like one of the pictures that pops up. But
nice.
My mom had some issue with oh, and it's also in New Zealand. There's one in New Zealand, apparently, according to Sensoka, the Wahlburgers. So you'd have to go to like Nevada or Texas would probably be the closest ones to you, or maybe Southern California.
Yeah. Well, no, you said there's ones in New Mexico, right?
No, there's none in New Mexico and there's none in Arizona.
Oh. Yeah.
So Texas or Nevada or California. I mean, Palo Alto's like a good 2-hour drive from me. I'm not driving 2 hours to try some fucking probably mediocre burgers. Like I'm sure they're not bad, but I'm sure they're not like amazing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're not great. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna waste my fucking time. No, I was just being told that I don't have to do dishes and nobody's cooking dinner tonight. So I was like, all right, that's easy, no problem. Oh, you can get some sweet ass wall gear? No. No, tell me there's not. There's the Wall Club. Oh, free non-alcoholic shake for your birthday if you join the Wall Club. Let's see.
Wait, so then I assume then that they have alcoholic shakes.
I assume, non-alcoholic shakes for your birthday. I didn't get that far down the menu, to be honest. I don't really.
didn't get to the beverages section.
Oh yeah, no, they have beer and wine. Yeah, you get a wall brewski.
Wall brewski. Is that what they actually says on the menu?
Yeah, it's like the first thing under their beers, the draft beers, is Wall Brewski, Bud Light, Blue Moon, Sam Adams, and Modelo and Lagunitas. They got the Miller Lite, the Coors Light, the Michelob Ultra, the Slightly Mighty IPA, Corona, Heineken, Guinness in a can, Angry Orchard. Yeah, they got your standard white trash selection of beer, man. They ain't fucking around. Oh, they've got wines. I've never liked wine, so I don't know. But it's like it's all Sonoma County wines. It looks like, or a good portion of them are Sonoma County wines, so I would assume they're decent.
Yeah. For some reason, for me, like wine always reminds me of vinegar somehow. Never tasted
good. Oh, they do a root beer float. You know what? That's actually pretty chill. There's not a lot of places out there that'll do a root beer float. I gotta have some fucking respect for that.
I prefer a Dr. Pepper float though. Dr. Pepper float's fantastic.
Dr. Pepper floats aren't bad. Coke floats aren't bad. My favorite is the cream soda float, where it's cream soda instead of root beer or anything else. I'm a big fan of that one. But I like a Dr. Pepper float. Dude. I like an orange soda float. I like to mix it up. But
yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you know what? Dude, I haven't had one in years though, because I haven't drank soda in years.
Yeah. I actually prefer to make it like a milkshake. Like you take the soda or whatever, and you fucking stir it up like crazy to get rid of all the fizz or whatever, and you mix that with ice cream. So yeah, like the orange soda with like vanilla ice cream tastes exactly like a creamsicle. It's fucking really.
Yeah. There's a Weinhard's orange cream soda. If you've ever, I don't know if you've ever seen that. I know they're around here, like in all the stores, but I don't know, like if you can get them anywhere else.
I've seen Weinhard's like pastries. I wonder if that's the same company.
It's like Henry Weinhard's. I don't know if I've never seen any pastries by that name.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm thinking like Bear Claws and Danishes.
I might be getting the name wrong here. Hold on. Jesus fucking, this site is such fucking hot garbage. Okay. Yeah, it's Weinhard's. Henry Weinhard's Orange Cream. So maybe they are related to the company. They might be related to the company. I've just never seen any, what do you call them?
Yeah, pastries like the pastries
from them.
Yeah, I remember Weinhard's.
They only got the sodas, so yeah, they don't have any of the pastries.
Yeah, it must be a different one then. But yeah, they make like pretty good Bear Claws, Danishes, that kind of shit. Probably more than that, but.
Sounds good.
Anyways,
but their orange cream soda is. Yeah, their orange cream soda is fucking amazing.
Really good.
Oh yeah, so good. All their sodas are good. There's only like 6 or 7 different kinds of the soda that even exist out there, but they are all quite tasty. Wow, I'm looking at places where I can order food delivered, and I'm looking for corned beef, and I'm like, man, these places did not make their corned beef look remotely appetizing. Like, y'all are advertising some real low quality fucking
I must be
options.
misremembering the name because I'm not seeing anything under Weinhard like pastries. So, and whatever name I'm thinking of, it wasn't Weinhard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. My mistake.
Weird. Well, anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. Whatever I'm remembering, something that's not normally something I buy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. What do we have here? Mostly it's like Entenmann's and obviously like Hostess shit, but that's kind of more like packaged, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it
do you
even
guys have
comes with a drink.
where you're at?
Say what?
Entenmann's? Like
Entenmann's, yes.
donuts and
Entenmann's,
fucking...
yeah, you can get the Entenmann's like donuts and coffee cakes, I think they do.
Yeah, that's the main. It's shit like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I assume something like that. It's not, seems like an all right kind of option there.
Yeah, they're decent. Not great. They're okay.
Oh, let's see. No, I don't want a soda. I have to pick a drink for a fucking corned beef and cabbage meal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I can just pick none. Never mind. Okay. Because like I normally like I don't know if you ordered food to get delivered or whatever from like the delivery services.
No, never. My son does, or used to. Even he's kind of backed off it.
Yeah, but like they have a lot of options you got to go through sometimes for like just picking a fucking meal. And I was just like, I didn't want to order a beverage because I just don't see a point. Like I can pour a fucking glass of milk or a fucking sparkling water or some juice or whatever at my own house and not pay like $5 a fucking glass.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Yeah, why would he ever get a fucking soda delivered? Like it's gonna be all fucking, ice melted and watered down and shit.
They're generally pretty fast. Like with it generally like from when they pick up your food they just immediately go right to your place with it, like so it's not
Yeah, it's not sitting there forever.
yeah
Right.
you're not doing exactly, you're not sitting there for fucking 5 years. Oh, they got dessert. Should I get dessert? Maybe not, I don't know. Oh, this place does family meals. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of cool. You can order like a family meal from a place.
Nice.
I just like the idea of
today is
St. Patrick's Day.
It's today. It is today, right? Today is
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah, that is the day of the St. Patrick.
I should have fucking done that, dude. Corned beef and cabbage has always been one of my favorite meals.
Right?
Fucking gift. I forgot
That's
all
why
about
that's
it.
the only reason. That's the only reason I'm ordering. I'm ordering because then I can get my corned beef and cabbage, and I don't have to fucking actually make corned beef and cabbage at any point because I just don't want to fucking put the work in. Because both nights I cook right now. Well, the nights I cook dinner right now are I now go into work like a couple hours earlier, so I just don't have as much time on those nights to do shit. So it's like, yeah, I'd rather not like fucking make them.
Yeah, it just takes forever to boil it. It's really the main thing. I mean, you got to boil it for a few hours at least.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't want to do it. Too lazy.
Yeah, I hear you. It was kind of a pain. Oh my god, dude! I used to because whenever I would use like a head of lettuce, I would always just fucking smash my palm into the fucking the little lettuce heart at the bottom to break it away from the rest of the lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really do that with cabbage.
No, cabbage is just.
I found that one out.
No, that would never. That would be a terrible plan.
Yeah, it was. It did not turn out well at all. There was no give, nothing separated, except perhaps some of my fucking bones from other parts of my bones.
This fucking app. What the fuck? I'm ordering like a corned beef and cabbage dinner, and they're like, "Do you want to add on a couple of like extras, like biscuits and gravy?" I'm like, "Biscuits and gravy is a whole nother fucking meal. It's not like an appetizer. You're not throwing that in there like an order of fucking like cheese jalapeno or something, like just jalapeno popper things." That's a whole fucking meal, bro.
That's more of a breakfast thing, isn't it?
It's the only place that sells it is a diner.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, like Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel's got good biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've never eaten at a Cracker Barrel.
No, I've never eaten at a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I like Cracker Barrel, dude.
It sounds like a place that would be good.
I've told you about it, right? Yeah, the place where they have all the old timey candies and shit.
You know, I maybe I should see if they have a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've searched it before because I know I've talked about Cracker Barrel before. Yeah, I can't remember how close it was to you, but it was. I don't think it was all that convenient for you.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't deliver it. Yeah, it's not within delivery.
Dude, yeah. Where's the nearest Cracker Barrel to you? Does it say it, or?
It doesn't say. It's just not available. Like they just don't have it on that.
Oh,
I can look up the locations.
Yeah, it's not that important, dude.
I'm just curious now. So there's one in Sacramento and one in Rockland, California, which are pretty close to. Oh, they're actually close to where my aunt lives. If I really wanted to go visit my aunt, I could go down there and we could all go to Cracker Barrel, but that just sounds awful to me.
Dude, you should go in just to the little store section, because when you first go in, like it's the store part, and then you kind of walk through the little store, and then you go to the diner on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the store has, again, all kinds of old timey shit, like the old timey toys and fucking candies that you don't really see that much anymore. Yeah, like the
like if you wanted a nice bag of root beer barrels, you would go to the fucking Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, like the ones that are like wax with the root beer in the middle or whatever inside, little fucking bottle shaped wax things.
Oh no, I meant like the hard candies that are literally shaped like a barrel that are root beer flavored.
Yeah.
They're super old school from like the fucking 50s. About the same time as those wax candies with the fucking liquid in them.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of old timey candies that you don't really see anywhere else. Or even if they have shit that you normally get here, it's like in the old timey packaging. Like you can get a fucking Hershey bar, but it's in like the styling from like the 40s or 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So they have
yeah, let's see. I'm trying to see what some of them are here that aren't normally available nowadays. Come on, I just want a fucking list, fuckers. Damn it. I want to hear your nonsense. 2 complimentary articles left. That is probably 2 more than I'm going to need.
Oh, I missed this, but Wahlburger apparently even has a wallette.
Wallette.
Yeah, you can get the wall gear at the bottom of the page.
Yeah, good for them.
Wall gear. Oh, they do. They have apparel and shit. You can see they got T-shirts with their bizarre logo on them, sweaters. They even have like a set of T-shirts that are all like that say "Mom's Favorite" on them. So you could buy yourself a shirt that literally announces that you're somebody that should get beat the fuck up. There's a camo cap. That's nice. Let's see. They got hats that are just kind of like dumb little hats, like regular things. You know what? They sell the glasses. That's kind of cool. Sometimes you go to restaurants and they have like nice glasses or nice flatware, like just oddly. It's kind of nice that they sell that. Oh, they sell fucking koozies for your beer cans and your beer bottles. I like that. There's a phone wallet. Oh, it's literally just the like a sleeve where you'd put the bottom half of your phone in it. That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, but they have the wallet, yeah, which is just a Wahlburgers wallet. It says burgers and fries on it. Like it's $4. You know that's made in China. They got dog leashes and dog collars and fucking face masks. They got buttons. They got a golf towel. A gold Turkish Christmas taffy. Tree ornament?
What the fuck is Turkish taffy?
Turkish taffy?
No, taffy, like saltwater taffy. Turkish taffy.
Okay. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess it would be similar to Turkish Delight.
Yeah. All right.
Where it's like cornstarch, sort of thickened, like sweet liquid. I'm genuinely quite curious.
Cowtails, dude. Remember cowtails?
Oh, cowtails. Yes, I've had a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still selling there. Giant gummy bear on a stick, dude. A half a pound gummy bear. Giant gummy bear on a stick.
Oh, Turkish taffy was something from the fucking Coney Island from 1912.
Yeah, that would definitely be a nostalgic candy. So they got it in the right section.
Oh yeah, if you look at it, you're like, this is something you'd see in like an old fucking gas station out in the middle of nowhere. Where they just have it still on the shelf. No one has bought the Turkish taffy in like 20 years, but there's still like 4 packs left.
Right. Yeah. Oh, they got a nice pecan log roll. That's nice. Pez refills.
Oh, you know what's really good? I don't know if they have them at the Cracker Barrel, but I've only ever seen them once in like a 7-Eleven. Is these little fucking pecan pies, these little mini pecan pies.
Oh, yeah.
Those things were fucking delicious. You get one of those and a cup of coffee or a cup of hot cocoa if you're out to go see the sunrise on the coast around here. Because I used to go out early, because it's like 40-minute drive to the beach from my house. Just go in like, just a little bit before dawn, go out and pick up some like nice hot drinks and some snacks with your buddies and then go out and just watch the sunrise. Always kind of nice. And those little pecan pies were great. You just a little pecan pie and a hot cocoa. You're a happy camper.
Let's see if I can share this picture. It just zooms in. All right, fuck it.
You guys, you ever watch Tough Later Mouse?
No.
Oh, okay. They test out random 12-gauge bullets of different kinds, like different kinds of slugs and loads, whatever, because you can just put whatever you want in those fucking shells and just like shoot it. Like it's a real basic concept. But they were testing out some 12-gauge slugs that were meant for handcuffs. They were supposed to be like handcuff cutters. And I'll be damned if they didn't fucking actually hit the chain on the handcuffs twice in 3 shots. This old fucking redneck looking motherfucker, he's got that sort of like beard's kind of going gray. He could be 50, he could be 90, you don't fucking know. But his hands are all gnarled looking. Gets down into the first one, he fucking takes out the handcuffs first shot. The second one, he misses the first time and then takes him out on the second shot. It was fucking crazy.
Damn.
Because you would think, like, man, that's a real small fucking thing. And he was a good, like, 15 feet away.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking impressive. Just hit the link.
Oh, yeah, Metal Man likes it. Yeah, Tough Later Mouse. They're great. Yeah, they shoot all sorts of random shit. Like, they made 3D printed some slugs that fired. And so, you know how, like, a bullet normally right now has, like, the shell casing, which holds the gunpowder load, and then it ignites the gunpowder in there, and that forces the bullet down the barrel.
Right.
Well, there has been experimentation with rocket bullets where the gunpowder is in the middle of the bullet and shoots out the back like a rocket fire and propels it like a rocket would. So they 3D printed 12 gauge slugs that were rocket shots instead of shot through the normal way. That was kind of fun to watch.
Nice.
They tested they actually make anti-drone 12 gauge bullets, where it's like 6 little lead things that pop out into a wire, so that it's like this huge spread to hit the fucking drone. Because you're trying to shoot a drone, they're moving all over the place. One would assume. That was kind of fun. They just got a lot of wacky shit, man. There's a bunch of good old boys that hang out and shoot weird shit out of 12 gauges. I think they've tested ice bullets and shit like that before.
So just some crazy, wacky gunplay involved.
Blowing bullets that blow up when they hit the target. All the fun stuff.
Yeah. You know what I saw? I'm sorry. I'm still looking through the fucking.
Oh no! I just clicked on the link. Oh, it's the Turkish taffy. I've already seen that. Okay, I just didn't see that.
All right. Yeah, it was just it's got to be some old timey shit, I guess. The thing I saw the other day at the fucking store was chocolate covered peep.
Oh wow! I mean, that sounds good. It's a chocolate covered marshmallow. That's sounds tasty.
Well, I don't know, but that's so much. I mean, I'm trying to think of it.
Oh yeah, because the pink has that fucking really thick sugar coating on the outside. If you're putting chocolate on the outside of that,
that's a lot. That's a bit much, I would think. Although they do have flavors now, like hot tamales. I'm trying to think. There's another one I saw too. One of them's hot tamale flavor, which is I'm trying to think like a marshmallow and a hot tamale flavor. Probably be all right.
Yeah. I mean, cinnamon marshmallow.
There's another one. Yeah, I couldn't think. There's another flavor, and I can't think of what the hell it was now.
Yeah, I figured because marshmallow is just a sugar flavored. It's not really any other flavor involved.
Yeah.
Maybe a little slight hint of vanilla if it's a really fancy marshmallow.
Oh fuck! Miniatures, cowtails. 5 pound. Wow, they sell a 5 pound like a Hershey's milk chocolate bar.
Jesus Christ! I tell you, I bought my brother a 10.5 pound bar of chocolate for his birthday.
Oh fuck!
He was for the same weekend for his birthday weekend. He was going out with his friends. They went camping and to a convention. So instead of staying at the convention, hotel, they just camped out. And so it was right before that. So I was like, "Hey, s'mores! Here, have this 10.5 pound birthday chocolate bar." It's like $150.
This won't be unwieldy. It won't be unwieldy at all, man.
Yeah. Oh no, it was hilarious. It was something like $150 too. It was pretty fucking good quality, milk chocolate.
Yeah. I appreciate your dedication to the bit, dude.
I mean, it was Dutch milk chocolate. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
It was especially funny because one year for Christmas he gave my sister a 10-pound Hershey's bar. And then she was like, "Never, ever get me that again. That's so much fucking chocolate. You're out of your goddamn mind."
Right. This is literally it's like a 2 lifetime supply of chocolate.
Yeah, it's a chocolate bar. It's like almost like 2 VCRs, one next to each other. That's how big the chocolate bar is to put it in your head there. The old VCRs where they had the VCR tape and then it still had another 10 inches of VCR. Yeah, those fucking big ones. Yeah, 2 of those put together is one of those 10-pound chocolate bars. It is fucking impressive. It's wow, this is a big fucking hunk of chocolate.
Why the fuck does this exist?
I would assume for bakeries, right? They just okay, and then they
Yeah. Although I don't, bakeries just use that again, that baker's chocolate that doesn't really. It's not milk chocolate or.
Oh no, these
I
are
remember trying to
essentially
eat
the
that
same
shit.
thing. They sell Baker's chocolate in Baker's, which is unsweetened altogether, and then they also
Yeah,
sell.
I was gonna
This is for
say.
like the same thing. It's just milk chocolate or like dark chocolate too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
because I remember trying to eat the baker's chocolate because it was chocolate, and it
no,
was
no,
not.
that's not. No, that's a
Not.
terrible idea.
Yeah, no, I mean I was very, I was a little kid. I just saw the word chocolate, and I'm like, okay, I gotta have this.
And it looks like chocolate, so you're like, oh yeah, this is
Oh
fucking
yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, it's indistinguishable. Put it in your mouth, and you're very disappointed. Like, oh, this is why they put sugar in this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, sugar and milk because yeah, it's a whole different ball game. God damn. Yeah, I would not want a 10-pound bar of chocolate. That would be. I'm probably gonna get one sooner or later. Like it's just like my brother got one, my sister got one.
Yeah,
Sooner or later, somebody's gonna pick up and be like,
yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
Stabby
Those
needs a
two are
ten
gonna
pound
team
bar of
up.
chocolate. You know?
Yeah, they're gonna team up and get you that, dude. Here you go, fucker. It's your turn.
Yep. Son of a bitch. It's like the the joke gift that gets regifted.
Right.
For a while, there was like a
Here's
can
the
of
gig
beans that would
sound.
get regifted around the house, the family.
Oh fuck! How far into that do you get before they like throw it away or whatever?
The chocolate bar.
Yeah.
My sister gave everybody chunks of it and eventually finished it off.
Oh.
Because chocolate's not like the kind
Okay.
of thing that goes bad really like anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
break it
Well, it
up, put
gets
it in
that weird
Ziploc
like
bags.
discoloration.
As long as you
Yeah,
don't
as
let it
long
get
as it's
too hot
not
or too
subject
cold.
to air.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I mean, it
Yeah, it's not
lasted.
like
I mean,
chocolate
it
gets
took a long time
fucking
to finish
moldy
it,
or
but she
anything.
eventually finished it. Yeah, exactly. Plus, she gave a lot away, and then I think my brother took it to work, and that was
Just let everybody have at it.
yeah, let everybody have at it, and it disappeared pretty quick in like a day or two. Oh, apparently
People
that
just
that
break it
YouTube
off.
channel
Yeah.
films in California, the Tauflader Mouse. When I'm kind of surprised that there would be anything with guns in California, like.
Right.
Oh man. Oh, but what is it? Lost the thought. Oh, I posted another one of those. Probably reposted because I'm sure it's been posted before a lot of places. The Denzel Washington answering the guy who's like, "Who did you vote for? None of your business." I love it.
Nice.
I don't know what Denzel Washington's political beliefs are, and I really, really appreciate him for not fucking
Right.
making me know. For him for being just like, that's none of your fucking business. If you want to find out, you come ask me yourself. Like, oh, I love it. And I also like the thing where he was talking to him, and he's like, "Why would the government fix all your problems? Maybe you should start solving some of them instead of wasting your time waiting for a bunch of people that ain't gonna help you." Like just, oh man, and that stately, noble fucking delivery he has too, which is insane.
Right. Much
Oh
appreciated, Denzel.
yeah, I appreciate him not answering their questions and then giving them shit. You know, like.
Right.
I'm on now. I'm gonna fuck with you because you came over and you started harassing me about shit that has nothing to do with my job while I'm doing my job.
Right.
Oh man, and you can tell he's enjoying it the whole time because he's just a big smile.
Right.
uh,
Good for him.
Good for him. Yeah. Oh, I know you're not a Game of Thrones fan, and I'm not a fan of the writer, but the guy who wrote those books is looking more and more like he ain't going to ever finish them. even though like he just keeps doing other shit.
Yeah,
Oh man, and now he's talking about like, well, Tolkien never finished writing all the things he planned on writing. He's like, I think I was watching Nerdrotic, and the guy comes on and he's like, yeah, but he finished the Lord of the Rings, you fucking bastard. Otherwise, nobody give a shit who he was.
Finished the original story. Oh fuck. Yeah, and he didn't actively fucking run from finishing it like you seem to be doing, sir.
Yeah, I feel so bad for the fans of that series. Like, I may not care for it, but there's a lot of people that are really fucking into that fucking book series.
Yeah, I got into it really late.
Show.
And it's a good show again up until that last season, which I
was
way
that's
down
because
on the last
he didn't
season,
write the last season. They phoned it in. They just had some other people write it, and he gave like some outline stuff, you know.
Yeah, and the guys that did it were basically what did they do? They had a fucking. I think they were supposed to do one of the Star Wars sequels shit. So because they gave them the option of doing like a full like other season, like we're giving them plenty of time to flesh out the story, and they're like, nah, we got to just fucking get this knocked out so we can go on to do our Star Wars thing. Which I think they ended up getting fired from. I don't think they ever ended up doing the Star Wars thing. But yeah, they just like, here you go, bam, it just happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, even before, like, because everybody was really down on like the last couple episodes. But like for me, I was like way before that. I'm like, these fucking episodes suck, dude.
Oh yeah, I never watched any of it because I'm just not a fan of that style of writing.
Yeah.
No, it's good, dude. Says George R.R. can't finish a fucking thing, Martin.
Right.
I can see where he stands on that. A lot of people very displeased.
Yeah. Like you said, he does seem to be actively avoiding it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking funny.
God damn. I mean, I can picture it myself though. Like if Tolkien had written the first two rings of the Lord of the Rings, and he just put those out, and we had this lackluster fucking show about it that showed the third book, and then we're like, oh, but the book itself isn't written. Maybe the book will save it. Oh, how did that guy? Oh, wow! He says the show is better than the books.
Yeah, I never read the books, but yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just at the end, they're like, all right, well, she just went crazy because she went crazy. All right. She seemed like a fucking perfectly rational person.
Oh, so there was all this lead up that promised more interesting plot. And then they just shit on her.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole thing is like her family had fucking, insanity through the whole shit. But again, she seemed like a perfectly, reasonable person, ruled fairly fucking, fairly. I guess I shouldn't have said fairly. That's fucking retarded. But whatever, like just. And then all of a sudden she just loses her fucking mind. Yeah. Like, I know we've already won, but I'm going to go crazy now. But yeah, like I said, the whole thing is just way rough.
Metal Man, even Stephanie Myers finished her series. How the fuck are you going to let Twilight beat you?
Because there are some really interesting characters there, dude. I love the Hound. The Hound is probably my favorite character. He's just a fucking surly bastard, dude.
Oh, what about the Hodor?
Yeah, it's all right.
Hodor? I know there was like a silly video about Hodor doing a rap battle with Groot. Like, it wasn't the epic rap battle guys. Yeah. It was some like rinky-dink little comedy group that they did. It was like the one funny thing they did.
Yeah.
And it was like Hodor versus Groot, epic rap battles of history. Like,
was it really funny, though? I mean, the premise sounds funny, but
it was entertaining at the time. I'm not going to go watch it again because I don't want to, like, ruin that memory.
Right.
Like, maybe it's not that good.
I mean, the premise of two people that literally just say the same thing. It's the same word or phrase.
Yeah, Hodor and I am
in the rap battle.
I am Groot.
Yeah,
I
like
am
that's a
Groot. I
fucking
am
funny premise.
Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
I'll have to watch it to see if they actually.
No, they do. They do.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like it worked out okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I can look it up real quick and leave a link if you really want. Like,
Mm.
it's not that hard to find, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll probably forget. So if you do put it in the Discord, there's a possibility that I'll actually watch it.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see.
Thank you, sir.
This is Rap Battle. And it's the first one. It was from the Warp Zone. But there's a second one that got put out where they just went over and were like, here's what the lyrics were, other than, if you really wanted to know what the raps we thought up were.
Okay.
Oh, no, never mind. That's somebody else that did that, so I'm not going to waste my time.
I assume Hodor says Hodor a lot, and Groot says I am Groot a lot.
I would assume. Oh, they put subtitles down at the bottom so you can read what they're really saying when he says Hodor, 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 Hodor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a little more entertaining that way. Okay. And there's like a hot chick in the background with like a Rocket Raccoon outfit on. So there you go. Because I Am Groot has the Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, his buddy.
His little buddy. Well, in this case, he's probably laying pipe with his little buddy because she's kind of hot.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, goddamn. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. I get to work 10 fucking days in a row at the end of this weekend. I start. Yeah, I start Sunday night. I get a 4-day weekend, so that's pretty fucking sweet. But yeah, I work Sunday and then I work 10 nights straight. Hopefully it'll be good.
So the 4-day weekend after? The 4-day weekend, I assume, is after the 10 days? Is that what you're saying?
One before and one after.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I work 3 on, 4 off, 4 on, 3 off. So.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
I'm working the 3 days I would have had off between the 2 weeks, plus the 2 4-day weeks. So, maybe it's 11 days then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm no math whiz, but that seems like 11. 4 plus 4 plus 3.
No, when I counted.
Yeah, I checked it on the calculator.
No, when I counted, it's the 20th, the Sunday, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I didn't count the first day because I'm a fucking dummy. So what I would do is I'd be like, all right, it starts on the 20th, and I'd start counting 1 on the 21st, 2 on the 22nd, 3 on the 23rd.
Yeah,
because they were numerical.
You're doing days, if you're doing just the regular subtraction, you're going to be one off.
Well, but if you look at the right side of the numbers, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what got me.
That's throwing you off.
Because it was 21, 22. Yeah, it starts on the 20th, and then it's like the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, like it says on the numbers on there. Yeah, so it is 11 days, yeah. But a whole fuck ton of that is going to be overtime, and really good overtime. So I am like, yeah, I'll take that. Just waiting for my fucking corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go get some, dude. Cook some. Although maybe I'll just at this point I'll probably wait until tomorrow, and it'll probably be on sale.
Make it on your weekend or some shit.
Yeah, although I don't know, it's usually it's usually on sale. Leading up to, like a lot of times they'll like not have that shit on sale in situations like that, but for some reason for the corned beef they usually have a decent sale on it nowadays.
Well, I imagine if you go to the store tomorrow, like they'll have a great sale on it if there's any left. like either today or
Yeah,
tomorrow,
that's
is
what I'm
probably
thinking.
super low price for that corned beef because they got to move that shit.
Yeah. I'll check it out tomorrow.
It's like if you want to buy a turkey the day after Thanksgiving, they are practically giving them away. Like they don't care.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Or even like
I
the day
definitely do
of,
that.
if you go out and buy one, you just can't get one that's necessarily going to be the one particular weight you were looking for.
Yeah, I think I got one for like 89 cents a pound of fucking turkey, like a day or two after Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I end up freezing it for like 4 months before I finally cooked it, but still, it was like $16, I think, or no, like $14, dude, for like a 23-pound turkey.
Yeah, what was it? My dad used to do a bunch of stuff with a golf club. Like he was part of a golf club, not like one of those super rich guy fucking golf clubs, but like your blue collar equivalent, where like just a bunch of regular dudes working like their shitty jobs and going and having a beer and shooting some golf with each other on the weekends. And they did a turkey shoot, so there was a couple of years where we got to go out on like Thanksgiving after like all the nonsense and go pick up turkeys at the grocery stores because he needed to buy a bunch cheap for the turkey shoot where they give away a turkey.
Yeah, I think, dude, I really want to get a fucking a thing to deep fry turkeys because that is fantastic.
I've had it. It's really good. Yeah, my cousin did that last time we were down for Thanksgiving a few years ago.
Yeah. To me, it literally tastes like you somehow mixed like ham and turkey together, and it's fucking super moist, super fucking it's just fantastic. Yeah, a friend of mine would do it like 3 or 4 times a year, like outside of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I think it's time to deep fry another turkey. And I'll be like, all right, man, I will be right over.
You know what? Turkey's great meat. It's weird that people don't normally eat it other than like super fit freaks or whatever because the turkey's low fat, like ground turkey. But I like using turkey for a lot of shit. Like it's really tasty stuff.
Yeah. Turkey is fantastic, man. Yeah, it really is weird that it's like, not. Again, maybe it's because it's so big. Like unless you have a big family, even then, like the leftover turkey is great too.
Yeah. We always we don't do like the leftover turkey like we don't generally do sandwiches. But what we'll do is we'll recook it into new meals. So like there'll be like a turkey tetrazzini or a turkey pot pie, or just reheat the whole thing and serve like Thanksgiving dinner again like 2 days later. Depending on what we have.
Yeah.
Turkey soup. Done a lot of turkey soups. Because you got all them bones, like you can make some fucking killer turkey broth.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what they call it, but basically it's essentially like a hot sandwich. Like you put a piece of bread, you put down turkey, mashed potatoes, corn, another layer of bread, turkeys, mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, obviously. You heat all that up, throw some fucking cranberry sauce on top of it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's I do that a lot. And I like the sandwiches are good too.
I like to make sandwiches with leftover meatloaf. That's my favorite. You got to cut it like it's. You don't want to cut it too thick, but you don't want to cut it too thin. So it takes a little bit of like you got to make sure it's the right thickness.
Yeah.
But if there's a little bit of gravy left on there too, with a nice slice of American cheese, man, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that, dude. But sounds interesting.
It's super good. Yeah. Also,
oh yeah,
oh yeah.
No, I was just thinking, just a regular. Just a turkey sandwich. The only way, it's really the only time that I actually like mayonnaise on a sandwich. There's not much else that I really enjoy having mayonnaise on with it, but turkey and mayo is really good.
Yes, you gotta have mayo on it.
Even with nothing else. There's a lot of times I literally will just have
lettuce,
the turkey
little tomato, little bacon, and some turkey. That's the way to go.
Yeah. Turkey bacon. Actually, no, I don't think I've ever had a fucking turkey sandwich with bacon. I must do that. at my next opportunity. That's weird because I always fucking, again, when I go to like a sub place, if they have like a turkey bacon avocado or whatever, or turkey bacon guacamole, I almost always get that. So yeah, it's kind of weird that I've never actually done it like at home myself.
Yep, sounds. I've never done mashed potatoes on a turkey sandwich though. Like I've never done the whole.
Oh, wow.
Like I've done turkey with a little bit of the gravy and a little bit of the cranberry sauce, plus like your regular sandwich fixins. But I've never thrown in like a scoop of mashed potatoes on that. Now I kind of want to.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm describing is something that you heat up. You know what I mean? Like you're not eating it cold. So you're just dousing it in fucking great, like all that shit.
You're essentially just doing leftovers with like slices of bread mixed in.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So
if
you had biscuits, you'd do biscuits. If not, you would do the slices of bread, I assume. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the potato rolls. I would usually do that a lot of times. I would just like cut in half like 3 potato rolls and then lay them out and then just pour all that shit on top of them. Again, mashed potatoes, gravy, fucking corn, and obviously the turkey. And you heat all that up. And fucking, again, throw a little bit of cranberry sauce on top.
I don't think we've ever had corn for Thanksgiving.
Really?
We always do like Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts with bacon all fried up together.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, corn is one of the main things, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. For our Thanksgiving, it's corn, or not corn. It's potatoes, the turkey, obviously, the gravy, and then we get like a bread stuffing and a southern fried dressing, which is another kind of stuffing, right. But it's kind of like pancake batter that you make into little chunks to make the fucking stuffing out of.
All right.
And then some cranberry sauce. That's it. Nothing real big. Sometimes there'll be like a ham there too, plus the Brussels sprouts and bacon. Oh, biscuit rings. We always do the the canned biscuits. You put them in a ring around the bottom of one of those like bundt cake pans, the big fucking bundt cakes with the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you brush like a stick of melted butter across all the little biscuits in there, and you bake it up with some poppy seeds on it. And it's like a big ring of biscuits where you can just pull your a couple of biscuits off the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing we always do every year. I don't know why we do that with the biscuits, but they come out really crispy on the edges.
Yeah, I bet.
Let's see. Then again, like there's the one dude I knew. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's that one dude I was talking to, like never tried asparagus, so takes all sorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm still doing a lot of the cheese dip with the ground beef. I've done it like 4 times in the last month. Where you take the the salsa con queso or whatever you get, like the little jar of fucking cheese dip.
The nacho cheese stuff you buy at the store, yeah.
Yeah, the stuff that's like in the chip aisle.
Yep.
Yeah, you ground like a pound of ground beef, and then fucking just pour that fucking jar or whatever of the shit in there. Throw in some chopped up jalapenos, that kind of shit, and obviously tortilla chips. Like I just crunch up the tortilla chips. I don't do a full nacho style. I like to just crunch them up and throw them in there and mix them around so they get nice and soggy. That's some good shit. Because, I've determined that tacos are just too much a pain in the ass, dude. Like, you know what I mean? You're eating a taco, shit like fucking spooges out of it. Fucking,
Oh, yeah.
you know, half the shit is falling out. So yeah, now I just fucking break up tortilla chips, or if I have taco shells laying around, I just crunch them up and throw them in there
Eat the
instead
whole
of
thing with a
trying to eat
spoon.
it in a fucking taco.
Yeah, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, we do we have a taco casserole we make where we take your regular ground beef, mix it with some like taco seasoning, and then throw in like a small can of diced, like mild diced chilies and some fire roasted tomatoes and a little bit of corn. And then you just layer that with cheese, and then like you put a layer of like taco shells down, but flatten them out. So
Right,
like just a layer of taco shells down, another layer, a little bit more cheese, some more ground beef mix, a little more cheese, more shells, more cheese. Sprinkle some olives across that bitch, bake it until everything's all melted good together. So it's a pretty nice casserole, man.
Yeah. You know, it's weird. Like the last few times I've gone to the store, it's like all the fucking jalapenos are gone.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, we're bound to get more and more shortages. Like, we're going to get more and more weird shortages.
Yeah, there's pasta. There was a run on pasta, apparently.
That makes
I was making spaghetti, and pasta is one of the first things to go whenever people are panicking.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, luckily it was just a different brand I had to get, because again, there's not really much difference in my mind for spaghetti.
No,
like I'll just buy the.
But you're buying boxed cheap noodles. It's one brand is the same as the other.
Yeah, there's not, like whatever's more expensive is not going to be that significantly better tasting. So anyways, I just had to get a little slightly more expensive. Not like it's it's still spaghetti, so it's still cheap no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then there was like the Ragu and Prego, like the name brand sauces were all fucking gone.
Oh, that explains it, because my sister was trying to make some shells and cheese and could not get shells and cheese at any store. There was no store that had it anywhere.
Yeah, like mac and cheese, macaroni, and any of the fucking
pasta things. Yeah,
any pasta. Yeah.
Well, this is like the up class, mac and cheese in a box where it's got like the packet of melted, like it's not like powdered cheese. It's like that weird.
Yeah, it's actually liquid
cheese. Yeah, it's like a liquid cheese almost.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know, good. I will plan out meals that don't have pasta for like a while.
Yeah, mustard was hard to come by for some fucking reason. Like literally,
mustard is one of those things that can make almost anything edible, though. I think that might be.
Yeah. Literally, like on the shelves, like in the condiment aisle, no, like all the different. I mean, just regular yellow mustard was fucking completely gone. But then, luckily, they'll have a lot of like the little bins like throughout the store where they'll have different shit, and one of them happened to be mustard. So luckily that was there, so I could fucking, actually have mustard.
It's actually nice.
Because that's definitely my favorite condiment. Mustard is by far my favorite condiment.
Yeah, mustard. I like sauerkraut. I'm a big fan of sauerkraut now that I've had it.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Sauerkraut is, well, I don't consider that a condiment though. I'm thinking of like the liquid condiments.
You're thinking like a sauce. Mustard. It has to be like a sauce.
Yeah. Because good sauerkraut I could almost eat as a fucking side.
Yeah,
easily.
For sure. I'm gonna have to run out here and get my food in a minute. So I'm thinking I might just call it a night.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's pretty close to that time anyway, so it's like I might as well just.
Yeah, we'd be done in 15 minutes anyway. So fuck you.
What's up, Mad Metal Man and Sensoka? Thanks for showing up. Stench ever if you're still here.
Yeah, appreciate y'all stopping by.